You picked up a transfer in Jada Williams to replace Emily Ryan. Talk about this team and their style of play.
Well, I mean, obviously, like you said, we're now juniors. We have 8 juniors on the team, so we've taken that upperclassman step. And just having Jada come in, obviously that was the big question mark. Emily Ryan, when you lose a 5-year starter, that's a huge blow. Or we felt really fortunate, and the fun thing about it is Jada's not the same type of player as Emily was, so we have the blessing of having Emily on staff kind of tutoring her, and then just having Jada kind of bring her own flair to our team. And she came here for a reason. She wanted to play with Audie, she wanted to play with Addie Sid. So I feel like we're taking that next step. Obviously this is the biggest game of the year thus far. We've been really happy and pleased with what we've seen in the before this. But for both teams, I think this is obviously, as you see all the people piling in here,
Exactly.
Everybody's a little excited about it. I know our players are too.
Yeah, for sure. We talked about the big 3 last year, and you have the new big 3 this year, and it's working out very well for you. Got to talk a little bit about Audie Crooks. Last year versus Iowa, she led this scoring 31 points. This year, she has somehow managed to seem to elevate her game. What has been the difference for her this year?
I think Audie's always had confidence. I think we're doing a better job of getting the ball to spots where she wants it. And she's a very driven person, and she knew a lot of people. Okay, people were questioning, can you have that same type of year? But she's surrounded by some really, we've been shooting the ball well from the perimeter, so that opens it up inside for her. She's got her tremendous teammate in Addie Brown. The combination of those two, I always tell her she should be so thankful. Addie really looks to her a lot, and sometimes we get on Addie about wanting her to score more. So she's been phenomenal just with the start of the year, and it's just the teammates, everybody really filling in and playing their roles. Everybody says that, but we've been really fortunate, and Jada's come in. Jada accepts that she wants to win. She's ready to do anything. If it means score, she'll try and score. If it means you got to get the ball to Audie, you got to get the ball to Kenzie, that's what she wants to do. So we have a lot of selfless players, and we've been really fortunate to have that this year.
Excellent. Last question. 10 versus 11, both teams undefeated. You've been doing this a long time. You've seen a lot of these matchups. I guess my last question is, how important is this game, this style of basketball, this level of basketball to the state and even on a national scale? Just reflect a little bit on that.
It's amazing, and everybody talks about it. We kind of keep it in-house. We try and prepare. It's not just another game, I get it, but our preparation is the same and everything. We kind of say, let all the outside talk. We're just focused on what we need to do, but it is a fun environment. We know how, I get more text messages today. Bill gets text from former players and former, all the fans and everything. So it's just, especially with the high stakes, with the ranked team, it just makes it that much more exciting. I'm proud to say our players have been pretty businesslike coming in. It's not a lot of talk. It's just more like, all right, what's the game plan? What do we need to do? But it is exciting. My sister's on a cruise down in Bimini, and we're on she sent me the activity sheet, and for some reason our game's on the activity. That's when you know it's a broad scale. And women's basketball has been just on a growth spurt, so to know that you're a marquee game, that's exciting for both teams. And nothing but the utmost of respect for Iowa. It should be a great game tonight, and I think everybody's looking forward to it.
Ditto, Coach. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Tiffany with associate head coach for the Iowa State Cyclones, Jody Steyer. Certainly appreciate her comments before Iowa and Iowa State. And she is right. People are showing up for this one. The upper deck almost full here at Hilton Coliseum. Pre-game comments from head coach Jan Jensen after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Flu season is here. Get your flu shot today at your local Hy-Vee pharmacy. It's easy, convenient, and no appointment is necessary. Plus, when you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, earn a 20-cent fuel saver. That's right, a 20-cent fuel saver. Get your flu shot when it's convenient for you. Schedule online or just stop by your Hy-Vee pharmacy. No appointment necessary. Help your family stay healthy. Get your flu shot and get a 20-cent fuel saver only at Hy-Vee. See store for details. Some restrictions apply.
Hello, Iowa. Here's a promise. Wherever you are in this great state, University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you, even if you never walk through our doors. Educating, caring, leading research, sharing our expertise with all. Because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
The year-end clearance sale is going on now at your local Honda dealer. Honda cars, SUVs, and trucks are on clearance during Happy Honda Days. Save thousands on the new Honda today with 0.99% financing. 2025 Accords, Pilots, and Ridgelines are on clearance. Plus, see big savings on the full Honda line, like financing as low as 0.99% APR on the new 2025 Ridgeline. Don't miss Happy Honda Days. Search your local Honda dealer today. See dealer for financing details. Financing on credit approval offer ends 1/5/26.
Time now for the Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield Health Coverage Report. Let's take a look at the numbers. When you enroll in a Wellmark individual or family health plan, you choose from thousands of in-network providers. And you're teaming up with Iowa's #1 health insurance company. We know healthcare in Iowa. Score great coverage from Wellmark. Find the plan that's best for you at wellmark.com/covered. Enrollment ends January 15th.
It's time for our shoot around with Hawkeye head coach Jan Jensen, presented by Oak Knoll. Oak Knoll's mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care, a not-for-profit life plan community serving the Iowa City community for 59 years. Oak Knoll is conveniently located near the University of Iowa Healthcare Campus, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, and downtown Iowa City, a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Visit oakknoll.com to learn more. Here's Rob Brooks and Hawkeye head coach Jan Jensen.
Welcome back to Hilton Coliseum as we count down to tip-off Iowa and Iowa State. This is the pregame show segment with head coach Jan Jensen and Coach. 19-0 between the two teams. Both have to feel pretty good coming into this game that they've done some really good things to get to this point.
Yeah, I think it's, I don't know, Bailey. He probably posted something. It's been a few years since both of us have come in here undefeated, right? So, yeah, I think that adds to it a little bit. But I think Iowa State's a really, really good team because the bulk of this team has played together now, starting their junior year, and about 10 we'll be 10 games in. So, yeah, they have a nice thing going, but I think we do too. We're a lot younger. So it'll be interesting how this matchup unfolds tonight.
We talked a little bit at Hawk Talk about the atmosphere, too. Not only have Iowa State a very good, experienced team, but a terrific atmosphere, and just have to settle in and play basketball. You've had some that have gone through it and some that have not.
Right, and I think that'll be the interesting thing. I really think tonight will be really who kind of handles the emotion the best, right? Because, I think Bill Finley and I both know that this is just a really great game at the right time for a lot of growth. And it's certainly fun. And if you could get it, boy, you feel like you can just springboard into all that is to come. But I also think there's that fine line that these games can walk or cross sometimes when you make it bigger than what it is. Yeah. So I think it'll be a great test, because our youth, the sophomores and freshmen, they're carrying a lot of our load right now. And so now we're asking them to go into arguably one of the most hostile environments that they'll ever play in, which is a great environment. And just to see what we're going to do and how we're going to handle it. But hopefully Hannah and Kylie and Taylor will be able to keep that ship steady because they have been here before.
Tempo, how important is that tonight?
I think it can be important, but Iowa State, it's not like, they've played some teams that play fast in their league, right? It's this team is predominantly the same team with the exception of a great addition, their point guard. They graduated the great Emily Ryan last year. They added this Jada Williams. But, a lot of teams in the Big 12 play faster, and Iowa State did pretty much through that season what they do, right? I think a lot of people have to adjust a little bit more. Certainly they have game plans. We're going to always try to keep going fast. People, if they take it away, I think we have other ways that we can counter. But I'd like to continue our flow. But if they're going to take it away by sending everybody back, then we'll just get settled in our quarter court offense.
A lot made of Crooks and Ava Hayden in the middle. That's a storyline, but both teams have other outstanding players that can beat you.
We really do. Both teams. I think the thing I think that's really interesting about Iowa State's team is that the face is Crooks. Her numbers are really unfathomable. I think she's played
first team All-American.
Yeah, I mean, she's someone I think told me 276 points in like 256 minutes of play. Crazy. And she's definitely their face. But when they take her out of the lineup, to me, they're still a top 20 team because that Addie Brown is that good. And their 2 and 3 positions are shooting 55, 60% from 3 or 57%. So that's a really hard guard. So even though I think everybody really rests when Audie comes out, Audie Crooks, coaches don't. Again, maybe it's a little physical. If you're trying to push her off the block, you can rest slightly. But, Bill's a great coach. He knows exactly how to play her, knows exactly how to rest her. I think a lot of people think, oh, geez, just when she's out, you'll just run, or you'll run her and she won't stay in shape. This ain't their first rodeo. Their monitoring of her minutes and her stamina is really quite impressive. So we just, hope everything we're going to try to throw at them, we can keep scoring and we can just get them a little bit off.
Your history in the game of basketball in this state goes way back. Hall of Fame player, coaching career going on right now, very successful. To look at these two teams at 19-0 in this state that are that good. What does that say about women's basketball in this state? Yeah,
I think that is really a cool thing. If you put the desire to win the game aside, right? If you just step back and if you're a basketball fan, it is. But if you're a basketball fan, that's what just makes our state pretty special. I think Duke, Carolina, and NC State talk a lot about their triangle. Well, I think, we have a unique, would that be a square in a way, or diamond with 4 D1 teams in our state. But certainly Iowa State and us right now are, we're playing at a pretty good high level. And I think that's something for this state to continue being proud of and excited about. It's had a lot of great names throughout all the years, certainly that I've been a part of this, when I started coaching, when I came back from Europe at Drake. They're always big games. Drake, you and I, Iowa State, we get to all play each other. But I think, this year just to have them in the top 10 and us in the top 15, it's a really fun matchup. And I think it's one that both fan bases should be proud of. And, I think there's fans on the periphery that just have the hate, right? But I think there's a lot more fans in the middle that want their team to win, but can also respect the job that's being done on both sides. And understanding that regardless of what happens tonight, there's going to be a lot of great basketball left to be played in this state that we can support and keep showing the rest of the country why it's cool to support women's sports.
Jan, appreciate your time.
Thank you so much. Go Hawks.
Jan Jensen on the pregame show. We'll be back with more from Hilton Coliseum after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Dives for lunch.
The Juicy Lucy. Essentially, it's a burger, but with cheese on the inside.
James Beard Award winners for dinner.
French technique, but Midwestern ingredients.
It's a little unbecoming to lick the bowl, but...
Plan your next trip at exploreminnesota.com.
Hawk fans, stop in and visit the newly renovated guest rooms at Hyatt Regency Coralville Hotel and Conference Center, located in the heart of Iowa River Landing. Stay within walking distance of Extreme Arena, home of the Iowa Hawkeye volleyball team, as well as great restaurants, shopping, and scenic walking trails along the Iowa River. Hyatt Regency Coralville is also the home of Hawk Talk with Jan Jensen and Ben McCullum. Come together at Hyatt Regency Coralville, where everything you need is right here.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oak Knoll is located near the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We are a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
In Minnesota, we don't hide from winter. We embrace it. When there's a nip in the air, we take on the trails. For every layer you wear, there's a new experience waiting for you.
It's a little unbecoming to lick the bowl, but...
Plan your next trip at exploreminnesota.com.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
Both teams back out on the court. Iowa State hoop to our right, and the Hawkeyes the basket to our left, and just about every seat occupied as we are a couple minutes away from starting lineups. And right now, we'll talk about the keys to the game, brought to you by Explore Minnesota, as Tiffany's keys to a Hawkeye victory are sponsored by Explore Minnesota. Score with a lifetime of memories by planning your Star of the North getaway at Explore Minnesota. Order your travel guide today at exploreminnesota.com. And we talked about 2004, Tiffany, about the last time that these two teams were undefeated. Well, you remember that pretty well.
I was on that court, and we got the victory, 89-80. I actually don't remember much about it, but we got the win. So, and I did have to look that up.
Well, that's what's important.
All right, keys to the game today. I'd say it's not viable to say that we can stop Audie Crooks, but it is a goal to slow her. And this actually starts with transition defense. We want to avoid at all costs them pushing that ball in that quick transition and the old classic lob inside to Audie Crooks. That is deadly for them. So we want to slow them down, make them work for it, make them get set up, make it a little more difficult. The second piece, and Coach Steyer alluded to this, we really need to shut down the three. If you allow them to heat up and hit from the three-point line, you are opening up things inside for Crooks. Make them go mid-range, make them, again, work a little harder for it. Last, obviously, big game, big stage. The Hawks need to come in with poise, determination. They need to stay in control. And honestly, they need to not get distracted by all this red. There is way too much red in here.
Some used to it, and some not.
I am not.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You are listening to Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball.
Tonight's game featuring the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Starters and the tip next. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Ever wonder where to find the best cinnamon rolls in Iowa? The Eat Shop's recipe has been passed down for nearly 100 years. From Great Aunt Mary Ann's 1930s restaurant to our ovens today. This holiday season, share a taste of Iowa tradition. Our famous cinnamon rolls, sticky pecan rolls, and small batch kolaches baked fresh every morning. Pre-order your holiday pies and pastries now at theeatshop.com or visit us in Solon, Uptown Marion, or at the University of Iowa campus cafes. Worth every bite. Hawkeye fans, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, Big Ten Rentals, and Tomlinson Cannon. Need tents, tables, staging, and more for your next big event? Big Ten Rentals has you covered. The project is never too large. City festivals, concerts, weddings, and more. Call today or visit big10rentals.com and let the pros handle it all.
Time now for the Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield Health Coverage Report. Let's take a look at the numbers. When you enroll in a Wellmark individual or family health plan, you choose from thousands of in-network providers. And you're teaming up with Iowa's #1 health insurance company. We know healthcare in Iowa. Score great coverage from Wellmark. Find the plan that's best for you at wellmark.com/covered. Enrollment ends January 15th.
Iowa fans, with US Mode from US Cellular, you can keep your eye on the game, not on your screen. Whether you're inside the stadium, tailgating in the lots, or listening to the game at home, US Cellular wants you to focus on genuine connections with your family, friends, and fellow Hawkeye fans. That means at game time, you should do less growling and more cheering. So eliminate distractions and build connections by setting your phone to US Mode, because game day is for cheering on the Hawkeyes. Go Hawks! US Cellular, built for us.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
Hawkeyes number 11 in the country, Iowa State number 10. Time for the starting lineups presented by Melrose Meadows. Tired of cooking, cleaning, or just being alone? Check out Melrose Meadows, voted Iowa City's best retirement community, with underground parking, a heated pool, and endless opportunities to stay fit and social. Learn more. Visit melrosemeadows.com. Iowa State starters being introduced right now. Ariana Jackson averaging 6.2 points a contest. She'll be in the backcourt along with Jada Williams, averaging 10.8, 3.3 boards. Excellent driver. Transfer from Arizona. Mackenzie Hare had 9 against Northern Illinois last Sunday, averaging just under 7 points a game. A very good outside shooter. Addie Brown coming off 10 and 8 against the Huskies, averaging 12.6 and 9.1. And of course, in the middle, it's Audie Crooks, averaging 27.6 points a game, 5.7 boards, had 30 against Northern Illinois on 13 of 19 from the floor. For the Hawkeyes, Kylie Feuerbach, 6-foot graduate student, of course, has started her career right here at Iowa State. Playing the 4 spot will be Hannah Stolke, the 6'2 senior from Cedar Rapids, Washington High School. Ava Hayden in the middle, 6'4 sophomore, averaging 16 points a game. And in the backcourt, Taylor McCabe, the sharpshooter from Nebraska, will be joined by point guard Chit Chat Wright, averaging 10.5. Chit Chat did get the start last Saturday against Rutgers, but then they got hit in the face in the first quarter and did not return. Ball in the air, tap won by Crooks, batted around by both teams, goes out of bounds to Iowa State. So the Cyclones will have the basketball first at midcourt. Hare brings it left side, dribbles between her legs. Stolke comes out on her. She goes toward the baseline, pulls up her dribble, drops it into Crooks. Turnaround shot is up and good. Had her back to the basket, went to that right shoulder, and gets the Cyclones on the board. Hawks in the front court. Here's Feuerbach on the right wing, puts it on the court, hesitation move into the paint, up and under move, flashy off the window, and we're tied at 2.
I get the sense that Kylie's going to have a great night tonight. This is it for her, so she's going to leave it all on the court.
Williams angles left side, drives into the paint, nice drop off, and an easy 2 for Addie Brown. Hawkeyes quickly down court as the ball is batted away along the sideline by Mackenzie Hare, and that's a key for Iowa State to try to stop that transition game for the Hawkeyes.
Absolutely. They are going to want to slow them down as much as possible.
Here's Wright. Left-handed dribble in between the circles. Jog to the right side, bounce pass to Hayden just outside the elbow. Now gets it back to McCabe for 3. Count it! Just right at the top of the key.
Great screen by Ava Hayden. Taylor McCabe cut that screen tight, wide open 3. Beautiful shot.
Hawks grab the lead by 1. McCabe was 4 of 6 from 3 at Rutgers last Saturday. Iowa State in the front court goes right to Crooks. And she tried to post up down on the right block, and a push is going to be called on Ava Hayden.
This is certainly going to be a battle down low, but Ava Hayden has got to play with some restraint. She does not want to get into foul trouble.
That's a key on both sides at the post position. Cyclone basketball along the baseline. Williams looks inside and gets it to Addie Brown. Easy layup on the left side. Addie Brown with 4, second leading scorer. Hayden, kind of a wild shot on the right block. Rebound taken down by Brown. Gets it to head to Williams. on the right wing. Lob pass inside. Crooks, she's doubled. Layup good.
And that's exactly what I talked about in the keys to the game. We do not want Jada Williams dribbling down, lobbing in, getting those quick shots for Audie Crooks.
Hawkeye basketball. 8-5 in favor of Iowa State. Here's Feuerbach, free throw line extended on the right side. Williams on her, drives toward the hoop, and a charge will be called. Jackson came over and took the charge, and that's an offensive foul against Kylie Feuerbach, her first, and the Hawkeyes' second. Iowa State basketball, almost 2 minutes into the game. Iowa State by 3. Jada Williams, the transfer from Arizona. Hawks looked at her last summer as well. Now here's Hare, drives to the right side, pulls up her dribble just inside the arc. And now the ball is batted away out of bounds right in front of the Hawkeye bench by Taylor McCabe. Good defense by her. It'll be Iowa State basketball along the side, right in front of the Hawkeye bench. Williams will throw it in, leading by 3. Here's Brown, top of the key, gets it into the corner. Three-point shot is up and no good by Hare. First miss from deep for Iowa State. McCabe gets the rebound. Boy, she's done a great job on the boards this year. Bounce pass inside, Hannah Stuelke. Strong move off the window in the paint, and Hannah Stuelke gets the bucket. Did not have a field goal against Rutgers.
Yeah, she was definitely quiet, and there is some potential for her tonight to match up against Addie Brown in the post.
Pull-up jumper by Jackson off the fake, left wing, no. Hawks in transition, pull-up jumper, chick chat, right, count it! Left to the top of the key in transition.
It's great to see her come out confident. With the injuries, there could be some tentativeness, but to hit that shot has to feel good for her.
Hawks by 2. Iowa State with the basketball. Williams, 3 ball, no good. Wild shot off the back of the bracket, missed it right at the top of the key. McCabe gets it to right, out near the hash mark on the right side. Dribbles between her legs, looks inside. Hayden comes out for a screen. Chit-Chat uses it. Gets it back to Hayden, 17-foot jumper, no good. Short off the front of the iron. That's a shot the Hawkeyes feel like they can get about any time tonight. But you got to knock them down. Here is Williams on the move, down the right side of the lane. Scoop shot up and good. Feuerbach had to lay off already with 1 foul.
Yeah, she was smart to do that, and I think she's got to definitely be weary of her aggressive defense.
Tied at 10, Hawkeye basketball. 6:17 left to go in the first. Wright gets a screen. Pull up 17. Straight away. Count it. Chit-Chat Wright with 5.
She's got a beautiful touch on that shot.
Has just played in 6 games so far. Lob inside. Crooks goes to work along the baseline. First shot, no. Rebound. Put back good. Boy, she catches it that deep. Not much you can do.
Nope. It's an almost automatic 2.
Iowa State tied the game up at 12. Three-pointer left wing, no good. Right, long rebound taken down by Iowa State in the home white uniforms. Cyclones in script across the front. Hawkeyes in the traveling black. As Crooks comes out top of the key, hands it off to Williams. Angles left side. Hesitation move, nowhere to go. Good defense by Kylie Feuerbach with 11 to shoot. Bounce pass to Crooks. Turnaround jumper outside the paint. Good. Already with 8.
She's productive and efficient.
14-12, Iowa State. Hawkeyes with Stuelke outside the paint on the right side. Gets it back to McCabe. Three-pointer, no. Looks like she lost her balance into the hands of Williams. And then Chit-Chat Wright picks off a down-court pass into the hands of Kylie Feuerbach. Brings it across the timeline. Now to Wright on the left side. Iowa State by 2. Hayden outside the paint, holds the ball. Back to the basket, then hands it off to Wright. She'll fire mid-range shot, no good. Weak side rebound, almost grabbed by Stuelke. Goes out of bounds. And touched last by the Hawkeyes. Good battle on the weak side by both teams. Going after the missed jumper by Chit-Chat Wright. Timeout on the court. University of Iowa Energy Collaborative is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye women's basketball this year, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right. Learn more at uiowaenergycollaborative.com. This is the Cy-Hawk Series presented by Iowa Corn. Iowa Corn promotes values that are uniquely Iowan. On behalf of Iowa's corn farmers, we salute all athletes for their hard work and determination, both on and off the field. Go to iowacorn.org to learn how corn grows Iowa. 4:42 left to go in the opening quarter. Iowa State 14, Iowa 12. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Happy Honda Days are here. The best time to save on a certified pre-owned Honda at your local Honda dealer. See big savings on all certified pre-owned Honda cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. Plus, your Honda backs with a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Every certified pre-owned Honda goes through a 182-point inspection and is reconditioned like new by factory-trained technicians with genuine Honda parts. To save on a certified pre-owned Honda, search your local Honda dealer today.
Did you know that UI uses the same amount of energy as the rest of Iowa City? That's why we have our own power plant and we're committed to making it clean. Deep in the boiler rooms, engineers from the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative are optimizing the power plant so it can handle cost-effective alternate fuels more efficiently. Learn more about it at uiowaenergycollaborative.com. That's uiowaenergycollaborative.com.
Hi, I'm Gary Dolphin, and if you want your home to be exceptionally comfortable during these cold Iowa winters and hot, humid summers, you need to turn to Dave Lennox and your local Lennox home comfort specialist. Lennox has been serving Iowa consumers since 1895, when Dave Lennox built his first furnace in Marshalltown, and Lennox is still building its high-efficiency furnaces and air conditioners there today. For the best home comfort system you can buy, it's Lennox and your local Lennox dealer. Lennox and the Hawkeyes. Now there's a winning combination.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
Both teams shooting the basketball nicely, as Iowa State 7 out of 11, 63.6%, and already 8 from their star center, Audie Crooks, and the Hawkeyes have put 10 shots up, made 5, and knocked down 2 threes, which I thought was key tonight. I thought Iowa had to shoot the ball very well from outside to come away with the victory.
Absolutely. They got to kind of make up for Audie Crooks' fast pace, easy twos, and balance that out with some big three-pointers, which they're doing so far.
Points in the paint, Iowa State already with 12. Iowa State basketball, working the weave around the outside. Brown pulls a jumper and knocks it down from 3 on the right wing.
And that's where Hannah's going to struggle the most. She is capable of those threes. Hannah's got to get out there and get a hand up. And
Stalkey corrals the ball underneath inside the semicircle, goes up and finishes off the window, as that's her second basket. Had just 3 points, did have 8 rebounds at Rutgers. Here's Brown in between the circles. Williams right at the top of the key, makes a move, plows right into Chit-Chat right. That's a charge. Iowa State picks up foul number 1.
Yeah, Jada Williams is known for kind of flopping out of control, so great to get that charge right off the bat here.
A terrific position near the right block by Chit-Chat right. Great to have her healthy back in that starting lineup. Bounce pass to Hayes into the game for the first time, right wing. Kicks it back to McCabe. Iowa State by 3. Hayes now makes a move inside. Layup good, as she went right around the backup center, Alyssa Williams of Iowa State, with Crooks on the bench. And a whistle. And this is going to go against the Hawkeyes underneath. Hayes will pick up the foul with a push away from the ball. Crooks and Jackson back for Iowa State. Hayes having a word with the official. As she'll guard Audie Crooks in the paint. Iowa State basketball along the baseline. They look inside, then lob it out to Crooks, 18 feet away from the hoop. Hand off to Jackson, top of the key, and an offensive foul on an illegal screen will be called on Iowa State.
You can see the intensity here at all paces of this game. The intensity coming off screens, the intensity even in out-of-bounds plays. It's going to be a great night.
17-16 Iowa State, 3:35 left to go in the first. Hawks with the basketball. No foul on that last play, just a turnover. And here is Stremlo into the game along the baseline. And a turnover will be called on Stremlo. Just too much dribbling and not going anywhere.
Almost looked like she thought about a reverse layup, but in the last second, turned it over.
Iowa State in the front court. Goes right into Crooks in the paint. Fakes a jumper. Fade away. Short. That's an air ball. Great job by Layla Hayes to keep her position. Here's McCabe in the front court. Gets it to Stalky, top of the key. Reverses it to Stremlo, right side. Pass to Stalky. She's outside the block. Brown on her. Whips a pass up top to Chitchat right. We're under 3 first quarter. Iowa down by 1. Chitchat. She'll stop. 18-foot jumper. They left her alone. Count it.
I use the word poise as a key to this game, and Chitchat definitely is so poised in her actions. It's a calm, cool, and collectedness.
Wanted to pass it, but then her defender went with Hannah Stalky, left her wide open for the jumper. Here's Brown in between the circles, drives down the left side of the lane, shot no good, off the window. And Stalky, a great rebound in traffic, gets it ahead to McCabe. Now to right, 3, left wing, no. Skipped off the right side of the iron, into the hands of Iowa State as they bring it into the corner. And a nice move along the baseline by Harris just into the game. Missed the first, got her own rebound, put back good. Transfer from TCU, Sydney Harris, her first basket. Hawks quickly down court. We're under 2 first quarter. Iowa State by 1. Here's Wright, weaves her way into the paint, and then Stremlo open for a 3. That's an air ball. Missed it right of the rim. Brown with the rebound, brings it herself in the front court. Pushes it into the corner, Jackson on the left wing. Now back out to Harris. Harris lost control of the ball and then traveled, as it was going to be a steal anyway by Taylor Stremlo.
You're seeing that importance of that on-ball defense. Don't even let them get that space, get that pass into Audi Crooks. They're looking for it every time, but that tenacious D disrupts that play.
Second turnover of the quarter by Iowa State. Wright walks the ball across the timeline, 1:24 left to go. Hawks down 1, 19-18. Angles free throw line extended right. Williams comes out on her. Left-handed pass to Addie Deal in for the first time. Back to Wright, gets a screen top of the key, and then whips a pass inside to Hayden, and she is tripped on her way to the basket. Williams will be called for the foul. That'll be her first. Little give and go action from the left wing as Hayden was going toward the basket. And it will be Iowa basketball along the baseline. Feuerbach gets it into Deal. Free throw line extended left, outside the arc. Whips a pass to Hayden. She's off the block. Now back to Wright. Hayden comes out to screen for Wright. Now gets the ball to Stalky, back to the basket, short corner. Makes a move in the paint. Turnaround, Stalky, shot no good. Well defended, and going after the rebound, a push will be called on Hannah Stalky, her first.
I appreciate Hannah is working really hard to try to tip and tap the ball to get that rebound, but unfortunately her inertia was just moving in the wrong direction.
Deal, Feuerbach, Wright, Hayden, and Stalky the 5 for the Hawkeyes. Inside Crooks, gets it back outside. Jackson, 3 ball, left wing, no. Long board, 16 feet away into the hands of Ava Hayden. Gets it to Kylie Feuerbach. 33 seconds left to go, 21 to shoot. Hawks down 1. Here's Hayden, drives down the right side of the lane. Spin move, shot up and good off Crooks.
That was a beautiful move, used her body well. Got that 2, and I think a confidence boost as well.
Hawkeyes grab the lead by 1. 15 seconds left to go. Opening quarter, Iowa State will hold for 1. Williams angles left side. Hayden comes out on her, then fires a 3, no good off the right side of the iron. Stalky gets the rebound with 4 seconds. Here's Wright, whips a pass to Feuerbach for 3, left wing. Count it at the buzzer. Yes, sir, by Kylie Feuerbach.
Big shot by Kylie, leaving it on the court. Huge three-pointer. Was that a 3?
3 ball.
Okay.
A quick shot before the end of the first quarter by Iowa State. Thought they'd wind it down a little more. That gave the Hawkeyes 5 seconds to work, and work they did. Kylie Feuerbach for 3, and that just kind of tails right into how good Iowa was at end-of-quarter situations at Rutgers. We have played one. Iowa 23, Iowa State 19. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Life moves fast. Quickstar keeps up. Whether it's fresh coffee, a delicious bakery treat, or our take-home meals that make life easier, we've got everything you need right here. Because your comfort and cravings deserve the best. And while you're fueling up with Quickstar's fully guaranteed gasoline, we've got great services like free ATMs and free air. We're all about saving you time, money, and making your life easy. Quickstar's here for you whenever you need us.
At MidAmerican Energy, our 1.6 million customers depend on our energy 24/7. That's why we work 24/7 to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need. To keep our 99.9% reliability record, we're enhancing our technology, improving resiliency, and investing in critical infrastructure. We're generating power from all available resources to cover any increases in demand. And we're innovating to ensure you always have the energy you need. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
At the Machine Shed, it's all about making things from scratch. From our fresh-baked breads to serving real mashed potatoes. We source a variety of products from our community like locally grown sweet corn and garden fresh vegetables. A true dedication to the American farmer. We bake our own pies and our world-famous cinnamon rolls every morning. And you have to try our signature dessert, the apple dumpling. The Machine Shed doesn't do things the easy way, only the right way.
I-80 and Hickman Road, Urbandale. I-80 and Northwest Boulevard, Davenport.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
Hawkeyes shoot 10 of 18 in the first quarter, 55.6%, and 3 out of 7 from 3, including that Kylie Feuerbach 3 ball at the end of the quarter from the left wing, right in front of the Iowa State bench to give the Hawkeyes a 23-19 advantage. At the game or at home, it's Wimmer's premium quality hot dogs and sausages. They score with family and friends. Take the highest quality beef and pork, combine it with natural spices, and you get the best tasting Midwestern hot dog. Wimmer's, the official hot dog of the Hawkeyes. We'll take a fast break on heating costs this winter. Tune up your furnace, seal drafts, and visit MidAmericanEnergy.com for more ways to stay warm while using less energy. Terrific atmosphere here inside Hilton Coliseum. The Hawkeyes have handled it well, shooting the basketball very well from the outside, and already have had 6 players score.
Yeah, that's impressive. I think the only area that they need to focus on, they need to eliminate second chance shots on Iowa State.
Hawkeye basketball. Journey Houston in. Top of the key, gives it to Wright. And a lob pass intended for Hayden, and it just goes out of bounds. A little miscommunication as Hayden was trying to post on the left block. After the turnover, Cyclones in the front court. Brown, top of the key, gets it to Crooks. She's in the paint, traveled, and they called it. She tried a little spin move away from the hoop and shuffled her feet.
That's about 2 times now that Layla, Ava have kind of stifled her inside game. It's a rarity for her.
Right across the timeline, Hawks by 4. Hayden comes out 20 feet from the hoop. Stops, gives it off to Deal, drives down the right side of the lane, has her shot blocked by Brown and dug up by Hare. Well-designed play by the Hawkeyes. Good defense by Iowa State. As Williams gets into the paint, stops, fires it inside. Crooks layup, no. Ball batted around, dug up by Williams. Hayden kept it alive, and back Crooks muscles her way inside, and a jump ball called as Hayden got both hands on top of that basketball. Iowa State possession.
Unbelievable. Ava Hayden showing up to play. That does not happen often for on Audie Crooks.
And the officials got that one right. Both hands clearly on the basketball. Iowa State gets it in. Mackenzie Hare, outstanding shooter, drives down the right side. Lob pass inside for Brown. Dribbles once, goes up, contact, and a Hawkeye foul underneath.
Ava Hayden was there for the help side on that, but
and that's 2.
It's unfortunate that she's going to probably sit the rest of the half.
8:54 left to go. Second quarter. Layla Hayes in. Brown's free throw good. She has 8. That matches Crooks' 8. Second one in the air, rattles around, no. Houston the rebound. Hawks by 3 with the basketball. Early going, second quarter, right across the timeline. Now Kylie Feuerbach, top of the key area, holds the ball low by her left knee. One dribble, 3 ball, no good off the right side. Ball tapped around, and it goes out of bounds. Touch last by Jada Williams. Hawkeyes will keep the possession on top 23-20 with 12 to shoot. Nobody really gained possession. Feuerbach drops the pass off to Wright, who will reset near the I-State logo. Now Hayes, 18 feet away from the hoop on the right wing. Gets it back to Wright, and an offensive foul on the screen will be called on Journey Houston, her first. That'll get Hannah Stalkey back in the basketball game. Houston will sit down. Williams across the timeline. Slows the pace for Iowa State on a called play from the bench. Crooks has the ball batted away. Has to come out to the 15-foot mark to get it. Gets it back to Jada Williams. Gets a screen. Stop and pop from 19. Back iron, no. Rebound taken down by the Hawkeyes.
Great D. Great D by the Hawks.
Across the timeline. Now Feuerbach, top of the key. Jackson on her. Gets it to McCabe, who gets hit in the face, but has to keep playing. No call. Feuerbach hands it off to Wright. Brings it left side, 8 to shoot. Hayes comes out, sets a screen. Kicks it right side, Feuerbach for 3. Back iron, no. Long rebound to Stalkey. Hawks will reset. On top by 3. Feuerbach, free throw line extended left. Gives it to Hayes. She's outside the paint, puts it on the floor. Spin move in the paint, turnaround jumper wild off the glass. And that's not a shot the Hawkeyes want in that situation. Lob pass. Williams inside Crooks, goes up, finishes off the glass. Count the basket, foul on Layla Hayes, her second. Sydney Harris back for Iowa State, as Crooks can tie the basketball game with the free throw. Deal back for Iowa. Journey Houston as well for Layla Hayes, so that pushes Stalkey to the 5.
Yeah, this will be an interesting matchup for sure.
So Hayes with 2, Ava Hayden with 2, and Hannah Stalkey with 1. And Jan Jensen talking to the officials, and one of the officials said that she missed it when Taylor McCabe at the other end of the floor got hit in the face. I don't think it was anything intentional.
Yeah.
But we'll see if the 3 officials decide to look at it with 7:15 left to go in the second quarter. Iowa by 1 at 23-22. Jan Jensen telling her 5 to just settle down. And now we are going to get a timeout. as they will take a look when Taylor McCabe got hit in the face, and the official on that right side of the court obviously blocked out, didn't call anything, and that's her part of the floor.
Yep.
So they just played on, which you certainly have to do. All plays under review, as this one are brought to you by Athletico Physical Therapy. You don't need a jersey to move with purpose or permission to take your healing seriously. At Athletico, recovery fuels what's possible. Move like you mean it. Schedule your free assessment at athletico.com. Proud partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes. We'll take a break with 7:15 left to go in the quarter. Iowa 23, Iowa State 21. Until halftime, this is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
RE/MAX is the official real estate partner of Iowa Athletics, and we understand there's a number for everything: square footage, down payment, interest rates. But how do you measure the trust you have in your agent? For a RE/MAX agent, it's not about numbers on a contract. It's being a trusted RE/MAX agent. That means you'll get honest advice, expert guidance, and someone who's committed to your success. Because while numbers count, trust is what truly matters. RE/MAX, the official real estate partner of Iowa Athletics. Each office independently owned and operated.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fans section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
33 seconds left to go, 21 to shoot. Hawks down one. Here's Hayden, drives down the right side of the lane. Spin move, shot up and good off Crooks. Here's Wright, whips a pass to Feuerbach for three, left wing. Count it at the buzzer. Yes, sir, by Kylie Feuerbach. And Kylie made that knockdown three-pointer at the end of the first quarter to give the Hawkeyes a 23-19 advantage. And that is our RE/MAX move of the game. With RE/MAX, it's more than just numbers on a contract. It's about trust, honest advice, and expert guidance. Because while numbers count, trust matters most. RE/MAX, the official real estate partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes. So as expected, nothing comes from the contact made when Iowa last had the basketball to the face of Taylor McCabe.
Yeah, well, at the least, it's a little bit of a time for the Hawks to kind of gather themselves and recalibrate here. The name of the game from here to halftime is for the Hawks to stay out of foul trouble down low.
And that has been a problem here in the first half. Hayden with two, Hayes with two. Stalkey has one and will now play the five. Iowa State just 1 out of 5 from three. And this is a team that shoots them very well. Almost 40%. Crooks at the line, does not complete the three-point play off the back of the iron into the hands of Hannah Stalkey. So the Hawks keep that 1-point advantage in the front court. Basket to our left. Wright gets it to Stalkey, away from the hoop, hands it to Chitchat Wright. Hot early on. Drives left side, and then we'll reset in between the circles. 9 to shoot. Here's Deal left wing. Gets the pass to Feuerbach with 5. Gets a screen. Kylie gets it to Stalkey. Jumper, top of the key, no good, too strong. But the rebound by Houston in time. Hawks will reset. Iowa's gone cold from the outside to start the second quarter. Here's Deal. Gets a screen. Hesitates. Jumper. Left iron. No. And the rebound. Stalkey was there. Tried to put it up and in without coming down and lost control of it. Here's Crooks. Makes a catch underneath the basket. Puts it on the floor. Steal by Deal. Into the hands of Wright. Whips a pass to the right side and throws it away. Hawks just got going too fast that time, didn't have the angle on that pass from the point to the right wing.
For sure, and that's disappointing because each of those little errors add up in a game like this. They could have definitely slowed down and taken a beat.
Both teams' field goal percentage has dropped. Iowa to 40, Iowa State to 45. Cyclone basketball. Hawkeyes still up 1. Not much scoring in this quarter after it was 23-19 after 1. Hawks have not scored in the quarter, and we're under 6. Iowa State scores there with Addie Brown going to work on the right block off the window.
She's definitely a versatile player, inside, outside.
Yep, a really good basketball player. She has 10. Hawks working the right side of the court. Here's Feuerbach. Gets a screen from Stuelke. Cross-court pass to right. Fakes a 3, puts it on the floor. Stops and pops from 16 strong. Houston goes after the rebound with Sydney Harris. Jump ball called. And I believe this should be Iowa basketball.
Journey Houston, impressive rebounding, averaging 8 on the season in just 24 minutes. We're definitely seeing that tonight.
Coming off career highs of 14 and 8. Hawks keep the basketball down 1. Here's Stuelke going to work in the paint. Took a step before she put it on the floor. Hawkeye turnover. Gives it over to Iowa State with 5:31 left to go until halftime. Stuelke's first turnover. Williams walks the ball across the timeline. Right-handed dribble. Goes to the right wing. Feuerbach comes out on her to pressure the ball outside the arc. Gets it to Brown, top of the key. Now into the corner. Pollock, her shot is up and no good. And rebound, Crooks, shot no paint. And then the rebound, Stuelke, and a reach is called on Iowa State.
Hannah Stuelke struggling a little bit offensively here in the last couple games, but 7 rebounds tonight and a lot of tipping and tapping of the ball as well to try to gain that possession.
Polk picks up her first, transfer from Wofford. Hawkeye basketball down 1. We're under 5, second quarter. Stuelke out on the perimeter. Stremlow into the game with the ball. Gets it to Feuerbach on the right side, puts it on the floor, stops at the free throw line, backs up with 8 to shoot. And now gets a pass to Stremlow, but it's stolen away by Williams. Iowa State working the left side of the court against that Hawkeye defense that doubles Crooks. Brown feeds it right side. Harris, good three-point shooter. Gets it into Crooks, turnaround jumper, baseline, got it off Stuelke.
That is nearly impossible to guard when she creates that space.
It's that little fadeaway jumper outside the paint. Iowa State by 3. Hawks still have not scored in the quarter. Stremlow. And a 30-second timeout taken by Jan Jensen. To Chad Wright. Checks back into the basketball game. 4:04 left to go in the quarter. Iowa State 26, Iowa 23. It was 23-19 after 1, Iowa. University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you, no matter where you live in the state of Iowa. Changing medicine and changing lives for all of Iowa and beyond. Visit uihealthcare.org. Stop by and see what everyone is talking about at the Watermill Kitchen and Bar. Voted the 2025 Best New Restaurant by the Corridor Business Journal. This modern Midwestern restaurant, located right in the heart of the Iowa River Landing, features chef-inspired takes on all of your favorite dishes with amazing specials, unique cocktails, and monthly events. So after the 30-second timeout, it'll be Hawkeye basketball along the side. Feuerbach hands it off to Wright in between the circles. Williams comes out on her. Angles left side. Stuelke screen. Wright now goes to the right side and drives down the right side of the paint. Shot is up and no good, but the hesitation move caused the contact, and she'll shoot a pair.
And that is Jada Williams' second foul. So very nice move from Chit Chat, but also drawing the foul on a player that will probably sit for the rest of the half as well.
That's the Iowa State point guard. Only player for the Cyclones with 2. Free throw, good. That's the Hawks' first free throw attempt tonight. Chit-chat right with 8. Second one rolls off the left side, no good. Hawks shooting under 70% from the free throw line as a team. Brown, top of the key area, lob pass, Crooks, catch, shot, good. Nothing you can do.
Nope.
We'll say that once or twice tonight.
Yes.
28-24 Iowa State. Hawks with the basketball. Right, runner, Pate, swish.
She's going to need to keep looking for those mid-range opportunities. They're open for her, and she's got the touch.
Chit-chat right. First player for the Hawkeyes in double figures with 10, and that draws Iowa within 2. Here's Williams, stays in the game, races all the way down the paint. Left-handed layup is good. Averaging 10.8, that's her second hoop. Hawks quickly in the front court with 3 left to go until halftime. Here's Fehrbach, spins along the baseline, drops it off to right. Took a step first.
Let's see Coach Jensen, the universal sign for calm down.
Hawks bothered by that defensive pressure.
Agreed. And again, they just have to kind of find where the openings are. Right now, it's that mid-range.
Iowa State 5 of their last 7 from the floor, lead by 4 with the basketball. As Wilson into the game, gets it cross court 3, and that's good by Sydney Harris. And that's the scouting report on her. Wright gets it back with her own 3 from the left wing.
A chit-chat tit for tat.
The answer by Wright. She has 13. In the corner 3, Jackson, no good. Left side of the court, Stuelke, another rebound. Gets it to Wright. One-handed pass left side to McCabe. It was tipped, but then finds Journey Houston wide open, racing toward the basket, layup good.
Those are the types of buckets that the Hawks need to take advantage of. Journey Houston in the right spot, right time, easy 2.
And get that tempo rolling.
Yes, yes.
Hawks down 2, 33-31. Iowa State with the lead in the basketball. Under 2 left to go, second quarter. Here's Brown, free throw line extended right. Tries to make a move against Stuelke. Goes to the baseline, backs her way into the paint. Methodical, and then traveled as she tried to create some space. Really good defense by Hannah Stuelke.
Really, from on ball down inside to the post. This matchup is really interesting. Stuelke, Addie Brown for sure. And you can see the competitiveness and the intensity in both of them.
Well, they both know what this series is about for sure. Right across the timeline. Hawks down a pair. Angles right side. Bounce pass to Stuelke on the right wing outside the paint. And then she's doubled, turns toward the baseline, whips a pass to McCabe as she lost her defender. Left-handed layup good.
A rare 2 for McCabe, but we're seeing these more and more. She's finding herself in the right place at the right time.
She had a 2 at Rutgers.
Yes.
At 14 in that contest. We're tied at 33. Nice push here. A 7-0 run by the Hawks. In the paint, left-handed shot is up and no good. Missed by Williams. Rebound taken down by the Hawks, McCabe. Stremlow, free throw line extended right. Hawks can take the lead with points. Here is Wright. Top of the key. Gets it to McCabe. Inside Stuelke. Back to the basket. Bounce pass. Baseline. Houston. Count it from 15. Inside, outside game. Works to perfection.
Beautiful. I like this duo. Houston, Stuelke. They see each other. They find each other.
Hawks by 2. 9-0 run. The last 153. Brown. Top of the key. Gets it to Hare in the corner. Puts it on the floor against McCabe. Little fadeaway shot good from mid-range.
That's another tough one to guard.
Hawks with 15 seconds left to go. In the second quarter, will hold for 1. We're tied at 35. Jan Jensen calls out the play she wants to see. Wright gets a screen from Houston. Top of the key. Hesitation move to the left wing. Tries to create some space, throws it up, and it's late. That'll be a shot clock violation and the end of the second quarter. Well, we're back right where we started. Tied at 35. What a first half of basketball as Iowa and Iowa State, well, the Hawkeyes had a 9-0 run before the 2 by hair to end the first half. We're tied at 35. Stay tuned for the Hawkeye halftime show. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Flu season is here. Get your flu shot today at your local Hy-Vee pharmacy. It's easy, convenient, and no appointment is necessary. Plus, when you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, earn a 20-cent fuel saver. That's right, a 20-cent fuel saver. Get your flu shot when it's convenient for you. Schedule online or just stop by your Hy-Vee pharmacy. No appointment necessary. Help your family stay healthy. Get your flu shot and get a 20-cent fuel saver only at Hy-Vee. See store for details. Some restrictions apply.
Did you know that UI uses the same amount of energy as the rest of Iowa City? That's why we have our own power plant and we're committed to making it clean. Deep in the boiler rooms, engineers from the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative are optimizing the power plant so it can handle cost-effective alternate fuels more efficiently. Learn more about it at uiowaenergycollaborative.com. That's uiowaenergycollaborative.com.
You power your day with passion and purpose. It's the same for Alliant Energy. We're modernizing the grid, blending new, renewable, and traditional energy sources to meet growing demand safely and reliably. We're rising to the challenge to meet your energy needs today and for generations to come. Visit alliantenergy.com/poweringbeyond to learn more.
RE/MAX is the official real estate partner of Iowa Athletics, and we understand there's a number for everything: square footage, down payment, interest rates. But how do you measure the trust you have in your agent? For a RE/MAX agent, it's not about numbers on a contract. It's being a trusted RE/MAX agent. That means you'll get honest advice, expert guidance, and someone who's committed to your success. Because while numbers count, trust is what truly matters. RE/MAX, the official real estate partner of Iowa Athletics. Each office independently owned and operated.
Unwind in style at Riverside Casino and Golf Resort, where luxury and excitement come together. Tee off on a world-class golf course, savor gourmet dining, and enjoy premier entertainment and amenities that are second to none. Feeling lucky? Hit the slots or try your hand at our table games. There's always action on the floor. Whether you're here to relax, play, or indulge, Riverside offers more than just a getaway. It's an unforgettable experience. Visit riversideCasinoandresort.com to learn more.
On the Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield, this is the Hawkeye Halftime Show. Here's Rob Brooks and former Hawkeye Catherine Reynolds.
Welcome back to Hilton Coliseum in Ames, Iowa, where the number 11 Hawkeyes and the number 10 Cyclones are in a dead heat at 35. For the Hawkeyes, they are led by Chit Chat Wright, impressive 13 points. Followed by a balanced attack. Hannah Stolke with 4 points, 8 rebounds. Ava Hayden, 2 points, got into some foul trouble early. Taylor McCabe, 5 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Kylie Fierbach with 5 points and some big threes. And Layla Hayes with 2 points, also found herself in foul trouble. Journey Houston coming off the bench, 4 points and 3 rebounds in just 8 minutes of play. If we look at Iowa State, of course, Audi Crooks is leading the attack with 14 points, 4 rebounds on 7 for 12 of shooting. Addie Brown with 10 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. You see that duo coming in strong. Jada Williams with 4 points, 2 rebounds. Mackenzie Hare with 2 points, 2 rebounds. If we step back and look at some of the team totals and how they're coming in, the Hawkeyes turned it around and ended the half out rebounding Iowa State 18-17 with 5 offensive rebounds for both teams. If we look at shooting percentage, the Hawkeyes ended the half at 48% and Iowa State at 50%. If you look at the 3-point shooting percentage, Iowa is at 40%. Iowa State is at 25%. Now that was a key to the game in terms of holding Iowa State to minimizing their 3-point shots. Points in paint, not surprising. Iowa State with 24, Iowa at 16. And points from turnovers, Iowa State has capitalized with 7, Iowa with 4. This is Iowa women's basketball on Hawkeye Sports Network.
American Equity salutes today's hero of the game, honoring those who serve at every Hawkeye game. Just as our veterans safeguard our freedom, American Equity helps protect your financial future. Named one of Newsweek's most trustworthy insurance companies in America 3 years in a row, American Equity delivers secure retirement income with the service you deserve. Join American Equity in honoring and thanking all who serve our country.
Hawkeye fans, gear up for game day with Big Grove. As an official craft brewery of the Iowa Hawkeyes, they bring you the ultimate game-watching experience. Sip on fan favorites like Easy Eddie, Citrus Surfer, and Neighborhood Beer while cheering on the Hawks. Can't make it to the stadium? No worries. Join them at any of their 4 Iowa locations in Iowa City, Cedar Rapids, Des Moines, and Solon. Big Grove Brewery, your official watch party headquarters of the Hawkeyes. Go Hawks!
Life moves fast. Quick Start keeps up. Whether it's fresh coffee, a bakery treat, or take-home meals that make life easier, we've got everything you need right here. While you're fueling up with our fully guaranteed gasoline, we've got great services like free ATMs and free air, always clean stores, clean restrooms, and a smile for your day. Hey, we're all about saving you time, money, and making life easier. Quick Star's here for you. Whenever you need us, we got you covered.
Did you know that UI uses the same amount of energy as the rest of Iowa City? That's why we have our own power plant and we're committed to making it clean. Deep in the boiler rooms, engineers from the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative are optimizing the power plant so it can handle cost-effective alternate fuels more efficiently. Learn more about it at uiowaenergycollaborative.com. That's uiowaenergycollaborative.com.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Iowa. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Welcome back to the Hawkeye Halftime Show from Hilton Coliseum in Ames. As we are tied at 35, Iowa led after one, 23-19. And Iowa State outscored Iowa 16-12. But Iowa had a big push in the last 5 minutes, had a tough time scoring at the opening of the quarter. Our halftime stats report tonight here at the half, brought to you by Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee, the official grocery partner of Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Not much happening across the nation in basketball tonight. On the women's side, it is Maryland, who had that unbelievable double overtime victory at Minnesota on Sunday. No problem with Delaware State, to say the least. 91-21 with 10 seconds left to go in the ballgame. Number 2, Texas 33. UT Rio Grande Valley 12 at the end of one. And later on tonight, number 22 Louisville will host Ball State. Of course, Iowa and Iowa State on the men's side are right here tomorrow. Pregame show at 6, the tip at 7. Other games in the Big Ten. Rutgers back in action tonight. They trail Princeton 18-14. 1:20 left to go in the first. And later on tonight, Alabama A&M and Minnesota. Well, that'll get underway in about 4 minutes. 2 finals already. We gave you the Maryland score. And Wisconsin, who defeated Michigan State in Madison on Sunday. They had no problem with San Diego tonight, 74-46. Look at women's basketball across the country here at the half. Iowa State made 5 of their last 7 from the floor. And Iowa, 5 of their last 5. We're tied at 35. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Dives for lunch.
The Juicy Lucy. Essentially, it's a burger, but with cheese on the inside.
James Beard Award winners for dinner.
French technique, but Midwestern ingredients. It's a little unbecoming to lick the bowl, but...
Plan your next trip at exploreminnesota.com.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oak Knoll is located near the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We are a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
What does it mean to be locally owned and operated? For Cenex, it means everything. It means that we know if you take your coffee to go or if you like to stay a while. It means we've helped Little Leagues get jerseys and local festivals get funding. It means we know what our communities need, so you'll always leave Cenex with a full tank, full of snacks, or full of smiles, or all of the above. And that means the world to us. Cenex, powered locally.
Hey Hawkeyes, ready to one-up your rivals off the field? Abbott and the Big Ten are back with the We Give Blood Drive. By showing up to donate blood, you can help your school win $1 million for student or community health. Score a limited edition home field designed Iowa t-shirt, and most importantly, save lives. Go to bigten.org/Abbott to find a donation location and put Iowa in the lead. That's bigten.org/Abbott.
In Minnesota, we don't hide from winter. We embrace it. When there's a nip in the air, we take on the trails. For every layer you wear, there's a new experience waiting for you.
It's a little unbecoming to lick the bowl, but...
Plan your next trip at exploreminnesota.com.
About 3.5 minutes away from the start of quarter number 3 as Iowa and Iowa State tied at 35. Chit-Chat Wright, the only Hawkeye in double figures with 13. Iowa State has Audie Crooks with 12, Addie Brown with 10. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Iowa Hawkeye Women's Basketball. Third quarter action coming up next from Hilton. This is Iowa Hawkeye Women's Basketball from Learfield.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide, experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, 988 provides a direct connection to free, confidential, and compassionate support. When you call, text, or chat 988, you'll be quickly connected to trained crisis counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and connect you to additional resources if needed. There is hope. You are not alone. For 24/7 support, call or text 988 or chat 988lifeline.org. A message from Iowa HHS.
This is Jordan Sekefetz here for my dad Brian and his crew at Dodge Street Tire. For over 30 good years, they have taken care of their customers and treated them like neighbors. This season, if your car or truck is struggling to compete, take a shot with Dodge Street Tire. You won't have to jump through hoops to ensure quality and honest service for Hawkeye fans everywhere. Whether it's new tires or engine trouble, Dodge Street Tire will score a win for you and your family. At the corner of Dodge and Church Street.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Iowa Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
Just about ready to start quarter number 3. Iowa and Iowa State all tied at 35. Dodge Street Tire and Auto, locally owned and operated, and voted best of the area for a dozen straight years, proudly supports Iowa women's basketball. Trust Dodge Street Tire for honest auto repair and the best deals on Goodyear and Toyo tires. Dodge Street Tire and Auto, celebrating over 30 good years on the corner of Dodge and Church Streets. Hawk fans, enjoy your home away from home at Coralville's all-suite Homewood Suites in the Iowa River Landing and the Home 2 Suites, both Hilton hotels. Relax in spacious suites with kitchens. Enjoy free breakfast, 24-hour gym, pool, hot tub, and more. Perfectly located for your next Hawkeye visit. Of course, Hawkeye basketball is brought to you by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative. And it's proud to be the presenting sponsor of Hawkeye women's basketball all season, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right. Learn more at uiowaenergycollaborative.com. Iowa State basketball to start quarter number 3. Basket to our left. Williams down the left side of the lane. Stops on the block. Gets it back out to Brown. Right of the top of the key. Whips a pass far side. Dug up by Jackson, who has not scored. Now gets it to Brown. She spins 15 feet away. And a reach is going to be called on Hannah Stalkey as she was defending Brown. Well, we were going to say it was great that Hannah only had 1 foul in the first half, but picks number 2 up quickly. Same starting lineup for the Hawkeyes that started the game, but Layla Hayes quickly off the bench for Hayden. Actually, they're going to give that foul on Hayden.
That is unfortunate.
Wishful thinking, I guess, with Hannah Stalkey. Both were right there. Hayden picks up her 3rd. On the move along the baseline. Williams gets free. Reverse layup, no. Feuerbach the rebound. Gets it to head to right. She brings it from right to left. Outside the arc. Now Kylie Feuerbach gets a Stalkey screen. Free throw line extended right. Bounce pass to Hannah. Foot off the block. Back to the basket. Now back to Chit Chat right for 3. Right side, no. Stalkey the rebound against Brown. Now to McCabe. Fake. Bounce. Shot. In and out. Rebound taken by Jackson.
Some great looks there by the Hawkeyes.
McCabe created some space. Got a good look. Crooks inside against Hayes. Turnaround fadeaway shot is short in the paint. And the ball is loose. McCabe didn't get any help on the loose ball. And it's dug up by Iowa State. Here's Williams on the right side. Gets a screen, brings it left. Now spins, paint, up and under move against Feuerbach. Good off the window. Iowa State by 2. Early stage of quarter number 3. Stalkey kicks it to right. In between the circles, she'll fire another 3. No good. Back iron. And Crooks grabs the rebound. Cyclones by 2 with the basketball. 8:05 left to go. Lob pass, Brown. Traffic. Count the basket, and she's fouled.
And now we have Hannah Stalkey second foul.
There were 2 Hawkeyes there. Stalkey will pick up her second. Brown finished the layup and will try to complete the 3-point play to give Iowa State a 5-point lead. She does not. Strong on the free throw. Iowa grabs the board in the front court right. Defended by Jackson. Wright gets a screen, angles toward the baseline, hesitates, now at the elbow, backs up. Wright brings it to the right side with 10 to shoot. Bounce pass inside Stalkey, turnaround jumper, paint is short, just scraped the front of the iron, and the ball dug up by Iowa State. Here's Williams, pulls up her dribble right side, lob pass inside Crooks, turn, spin, shot, good. Got the bounce off the back of the bracket. She has 14 as the Hawks call timeout. Now down 6 at 41-35 with 7:26 left to go in the third quarter. Good timeout by Iowa to stop the momentum as Iowa State has connected on 3 of their last 3 from the floor. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Can you think of anything that costs the same today as it did 10 years ago? There isn't much. That is, unless you're a Mid-American Energy customer. Thanks to all the renewable energy we're generating, our customers pay nearly the same rate for electricity today as they did back when we were all singing, "Call me maybe." And with Mid-American making even more investments in clean energy, you can count on enjoying those same affordable rates for the next decade. Now that's obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Attention Hawkeye fans, Big Grove is proud to be an official craft brewery of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Whether you're at the game or watching from home, Big Grove has got you covered. Enjoy an easy Eddie from the stands or visit them for every Hawkeye game at any of their 4 convenient Iowa locations in Iowa City, Cedar Rapids, Des Moines, or Solon. Big Grove Brewery, your official watch party headquarters of the Hawkeyes. Go Hawks! Big Grove Brewery, an official craft brewery of the Iowa Hawkeyes.
American Equity salutes today's hero of the game, honoring those who serve at every Hawkeye game. Just as our veterans safeguard our freedom, American Equity helps protect your financial future. Named one of Newsweek's most trustworthy insurance companies in America 3 years in a row, American Equity delivers secure retirement income with the service you deserve. Join American Equity in honoring and thanking all who serve our country.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
6-0 run by Iowa State to start the third quarter, lead at 41-35 with 7:26 left to go in the third. Today we celebrate Iowa's #1 crop, corn, which can be found in over 4,000 everyday products, from corn-fed meals at your tailgate to ethanol fueling your vehicle for the drive home. Go to iowacorn.org to learn how corn grows Iowa. University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you no matter where you are in the state, changing medicine and changing lives for all of Iowa and beyond. Visit uihealthcare.org. Now the Hawkeyes would just chit-chat right, doing everything she can right now offensively.
Yeah, they're very stagnant. I mean, the difference here is they're 0 for 4 and Iowa State's 3 for 5. They've got to slow Iowa State down, eliminate that quick pace, get it into their post-type play. And on offense, they've got to calm down, take a beat, and clean it up. It's a little bit fast and sloppy right now.
Yeah, the Hawks sped up a little bit here in the third quarter, but remember, had that 9-0 run in the second quarter to get that game tied at the half at 35. 30 points in the paint for Iowa State, 16 for the Hawkeyes. And, the foul trouble, which we were afraid of at the beginning of the game, has certainly come to fruition.
Yeah, not that many as many opportunities for Iowa inside the paint, though. One thing I'd like to see is Hannah Stolke attack Addie Brown down low. I think she could get some points there.
Hayden back into the game with 3 fouls. Comes out top of the key area to get the ball. Now McCabe for 3, splashes it home from the top of the key off the chit-chat right pass from the right wing.
Couple of feet behind
That's
the
what you want.
line.
Right out of it. Timeout. Brown. She'll fire a long 2. Just left to the top of the key. And then a whistle underneath. So Brown with 14, a long 2 to give Iowa State a 43-38 advantage. 6:50 left to go. So no call at the other end on that whistle. Here's Wright in between the circles. It's a Hayden screen, angles right side, pulls back behind the arc, dribbles between her legs, and then finds Feuerbach along the baseline. Now to Hayden, back to Kylie, free throw line extended right, puts it on the floor, gets to the free throw line, backs up with 4 to shoot. Now inside, Stolke goes to work and cannot finish with the left hand. Too strong off the front of the iron, but a foul called on Addie Brown. And that's the good quickness, strong take that you want to see from Hannah Stolke.
Yes, again, I just said it. This is where the difference is going to be. Attack Addie Brown, get her in foul trouble, get her off her game, and get some quick points.
Stolke short on the free throw. Hawkeyes 1 out of 3 from the line. Iowa State just 1 out of 4. Second one in the air, strong. Empty possession for the Hawks as Iowa State gets the rebound. Transition game themselves, trying to get it inside to Crooks from the right wing, and it's knocked out of bounds by Stalky, who did a terrific job to get back in position to get a hand on it. Iowa State basketball along the baseline, leading 43-38. Hawks are down, playing defense. 6:15 left to go in the third. Here's Brown, top of the key. Lob pass to Crooks, picked off by Stalky as she fronted Audie. Hawks in transition, right inside to Hayden, creates space, goes up on the right block, window good.
Smart move there by Hayden. She had a relative mismatch with Addie Brown on her attack for an easy 2.
But gathered herself nicely and went up for her second basket. In the paint, Williams looked like she traveled, but got the ball to Brown, now gets it back, tees up a 3 straightaway swish. Williams with 9. Jan Jensen wanted to travel. 46-40. Iowa State with the lead. Hawks basketball. 5:27 left to go. Third quarter. Here's Stalky. Free throw line. Drives down the left side. Awkward shot is up and no good. Crooks came over to help. Bothered that shot. Iowa State with the rebound. Here's Williams. Lob pass to Crooks. The catch. The layup. Good. 16 for Audie Crooks, make that 18 for her. Brown with 14, the 2 leading scorers for Iowa State. Hayden goes inside, goes to that left-handed hook. Crooks with the push, and that is her first foul.
If Ava can stay out of foul trouble and get into a groove here, we could see a really nice matchup here, Crooks and Hayden.
But Iowa State hot from the field. They have made 6 of their last 6 as we go under 5 in the third quarter at 4:57. Iowa State by 8, 48-40 over the Hawkeyes. We'll take a break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Did you know that UI uses the same amount of energy as the rest of Iowa City? That's why we have our own power plant, and we're committed to making it clean. Deep in the boiler rooms, engineers from the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative are optimizing the power plant so it can handle cost-effective alternate fuels more efficiently. Learn more about it at uiowaenergycollaborative.com. That's uiowaenergycollaborative.com.
Hawk fans, stop in and visit the newly renovated guest rooms at Hyatt Regency Coralville Hotel and Conference Center, located in the heart of Iowa River Landing. Stay within walking distance of Extreme Arena, home of the Iowa Hawkeye volleyball team, as well as great restaurants, shopping, and scenic walking trails along the Iowa River. Hyatt Regency Coralville is also the home of Hawk Talk with Jan Jensen and Ben McCullum. Come together at Hyatt Regency Coralville, where everything you need is right here.
The year-end clearance sale is going on now at your local Honda dealer. Honda cars, SUVs, and trucks are on clearance during Happy Honda Days. Save thousands on the new Honda today with 0.99% financing. 2025 Accords, Pilots, and Ridgelines are on clearance. Plus, see big savings on the full Honda line, like financing as low as 0.99% APR on the new 2025 Ridgeline. Don't miss Happy Honda Days. Search your local Honda dealer today. See dealer for financing details. Financing on credit. Approval offer ends 1/5/26.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
Iowa State with its big lead at 8 points at the 4:57 mark of quarter number 3. Iowa State 48, Iowa 40. Cyclones have outscored Iowa 13-5 here in the quarter. And it really comes down to shooting percentages, Tiff. As you look at Iowa shot the ball in the first quarter 55.6%, dropped to 38.5 in the second, 28-6 in the third. But the nice thing is you're still in the basketball game.
Absolutely. This is clearly a game of runs The Hawks have got to check Iowa State's run right here, right now, but with two teams of this caliber, it can change very quickly.
Compassionate help anytime, anywhere. Call or text 988. So McCabe, Hyde, Stalkey, Stremlo, and Chit-Chat Wright. Hyde has played only 10 minutes and 42 seconds so far because of foul trouble. First free throw up. Not even close. Just skipped off the right side of the rim. Hyden's second is no good. Off the back of the iron. The free throw shooting troubles the Hawkeyes continue. 1 of 6. Iowa State basketball. Hoop to our left. Williams in the game, gets it off to Hare, knocks down a 3-ball.
She is definitely one you do not want to heat up. She's shooting 50% on the season.
She has 5. Hawks quickly down court, go inside to Ava Hyde. And a whistle on Iowa State. This will be on Williams. That's her second. 8-0 run by Iowa State, the last 1:13. See if the Hawks can break it right here. Stremlo into the game. In between the circles. Has a black shoe on her left foot and a gold shoe on her right. I like it. Strem has the ball. Puts it down into the paint. Spins. Goes up off the window. Gets the roll. Nice move by Taylor Stremlo.
Kind of got into some trouble but stayed calm. It's got the 2 on a little reverse.
And the Hawks needed a bucket there. 51-42, 4 minutes left to go. Hare wide open 3 left wing, no. Nobody in the paint to grab the rebound, so Taylor McCabe says, I'll go grab it. Gets it off to Stremlo. 3-ball right side, no. Crooks got the rebound, tied up by Stremlo. Good hustle by Taylor to foul her shot, get in the paint.
I think she sensed the shot was off, knew right away. You saw her beelining it to that ball.
Wright will come out, Feuerbach in. And it will be Hawkeye basketball along the baseline. Kylie Feuerbach will trigger it in. 3:49 left to go in the third. Iowa State 51, Iowa 42. We were tied at 35 at intermission. Feuerbach looks inside, gets it to Hyde. Shot is up and no good. Missed it from the elbow. 15 feet away. Rebound taken down by Jackson. Game plan for the Hawkeyes was Ava Hyde was going to get some looks at 15 feet away. Just hasn't been able to knock them down. Here's Hare in between the circles, being defended nicely by McCabe. Boy, she's turned into an outstanding defender. Gets it to Williams on the left wing. Now Brown, top of the key, lob pass into Crooks. Shot up, no good. A little strong off the window. Hayden, her 4th.
Yes, she will take a seat. That is a blow for the Hawkeyes, certainly. The issue here is that Hayden hasn't been able to get into her groove because these fouls have plagued her the entire game.
So Crooks will be at the line. Addie Deal back for the Hawkeyes for Stremlo. 51-42 Iowa State. Crooks at the line. She has 18. Free throw is up and good. Averaging 27.6. Iowa State has used that lob pass effectively. Crooks second, knocks it in. 8th all-time leading scorer in Iowa State history already. 53-42, big lead for Iowa State. Iowa basketball. And Stalkey trying to create some space and post up underneath. And an Iowa State foul. That'll be on Williams. That's her 3rd. Hawks get it in. McCabe whips it into Hayes. Turns, faces, now back to Deal. 15 to shoot. right at the top of the key, gets a screen, turns the corner, gets into the paint, tries to kick it left side, but Brown out there defensively knocked it out of bounds. Hawkeyes will retain possession along the left side. Feuerbach gets it into Deal. Angles right side. And he goes toward the baseline. Up and under move. Paint shot too strong off the window. Rebound taken down by Williams. Hawks have not had a lot of second chance opportunities. Just 6 offensive rebounds so far. Here's Williams. Angles left side. Drives down toward the baseline. Turnaround jumper outside the paint. Good. Tough shot off McCabe.
Certainly. McCabe's playing good defense.
And Taylor gets it into the paint. Kicks it out to Deal left side. Brings it to the top of the key. 55-42 Iowa State. Inside Hayes. Back outside to Deal. Free throw line extended right. Hayes comes out to screen. Deal stops. 15-footer short. Good looking shot. Just couldn't get it to go. And the Hawks are ice cold. A 12-2 run by Iowa State. Approaching 2 minutes left to go in the third. Williams in between the circles. In no hurry at all. Calls a set play as she angles back toward midcourt. Now to Williams. Feed inside Brown and a whistle before the shot. Feuerbach with her second. Hawks 0 of their last 4. Haven't scored in the last 2:20. Houston and Wright back for the Hawks. Stalkey and McCabe will sit down. Ball possession for Iowa State with 1:51 left to go in the third. Off one pass, Brown knocks down a three-pointer from the right wing. She has 17. Very capable score. 58-42. Hawks are down with the basketball. Wright brings it top of the key. Deal left side. Crowd is on their feet. Deal in the corner. Gets it to Hayes. Jumper scrapes off the front of the iron from 15. Iowa State with the rebound. Pass from the left side is dug up. And now Brown hands it off top of the key to Williams. Gets a screen, fires a three, no good. Just left to the top of the key, battle for the rebound, and a whistle underneath. And this will go against Iowa State. And it'll be Hawkeye free throws.
The Hawks right now struggling, 1 for 6 on the night. We need somebody to turn it around here.
Jackson the foul, that's her first. Hawks need to go on a big run here. But trying to knock down a couple of free throws, it's no good. Hayes off the back of the bracket. Second one in the air, got it. Layla Hayes with 3. She had 9 at Rutgers. McCabe back for Hayes, and that will push Stalkey to the 5. Journey Houston at the 4. 1:02 left to go in the third. 58-43 Iowa State. Williams walks it across the timeline, angles left side, comes back to the right. One-handed pass to Brown, free throw line extended right. Back to Williams. High post area for Elisa Williams, and she turns around and knocks down the mid-range jumper.
And that right there is where the Hawks are struggling. They can't hit that mid-range jumper.
Everybody knocking them down for Iowa State right now, and they have a 60-43 advantage. Here's McCabe to Wright on the left wing. Spins, floater up, no good. Got that one up with the left hand, but a blocking foul will be called on Iowa State. So she'll get a pair after Jackson picks up her second. Iowa State 10 of their last 12 from the floor. Wright's first free throw, got it. That's her first point in the third quarter. 23 seconds left to go. She has 14. Second one in the air, got it. 2 for 2 at the line for the transfer from Georgia Tech. Only played about 8 minutes in the first quarter at Rutgers. Hopefully good to go the rest of the way. Been the Hawks' best player this season. Lob pass inside. Brown couldn't finish, but is held. Some backside help by Journey Houston.
That was number 8, Journey Houston, her second.
That'll be her second. Iowa State's been able to get not only Crooks, but
Absolutely.
Brown in good position underneath for that lob pass from the wing.
They really have. And obviously she's 6'2" and a versatile player, and you look at her stat line even tonight. 17 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists. She's definitely the utility player on the team.
Averages almost a double-double. She knocks down the first free throw. 12.6 and 9.1. Second one, rattles around, no. And Journey Houston gets the rebound with 5 seconds. To Wright, to McCabe for 3. Count it from the right wing. Right by the Hawkeye bench to end the third quarter.
Hey, that's better than nothing.
Absolutely.
I'll tell you that.
Taylor McCabe, a transition 3 to get her into double figures with 11 as we have closed the book on 3 quarters of basketball. We'll head to the fourth. Hawks got their work cut out. Iowa State 61, Iowa 48. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Craving something sweet? Step into the flavor of a good old-fashioned bake sale, Quick Star style. Satisfy your sweet tooth with our premium donuts. Choose from Quick Star's fluffy long johns, rich Persians, classic Bismarcks, or ring donuts. So delicious, just like the ones at your hometown bake sale. Do you remember those fresh oven-baked cookies your grandma used to make? So good. Well, the Quickery's got them. Our cookies are just like the ones from back in the day. Let's head straight to the bake sale, only at Quick Star. Treat yourself today.
Hi, I'm Gary Dolphin, and if you want your home to be exceptionally comfortable during these cold Iowa winters and hot, humid summers, you need to turn to Dave Lennox and your local Lennox home comfort specialist. Lennox has been serving Iowa consumers since 1895, when Dave Lennox built his first furnace in Marshalltown, and Lennox is still building its high-efficiency furnaces and air conditioners there today. For the best home comfort system you can buy, it's Lennox and your local Lennox dealer. Lennox and the Hawkeyes. Now there's a winning combination.
Midwest One believed in us and gave us the money to get started, and it was great.
We're talking with Jack Piper of Jimmy Jack's Rib Shack.
In 2005, they were there when we opened Jimmy Jack's Rib Shack. They've been there every step of the way with funding and great feedback on how to expand our brand. Midwest One Bank has been great, and with the recent uncertain times, we got through it, thanks to Midwest One Bank.
Midwest One Bank. Simply better banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
14,009 packed inside Hilton Coliseum as Iowa State won that third quarter 26-13 after we were tied at 35 at intermission. 61-48 Iowa State. At the game or at home, Wimmer's premium quality hot dogs and sausages will score with family and friends. Take the highest quality beef and pork, combine it with natural spices, and you get the best tasting Midwestern hot dog. Wimmer's, the official hot dog of the Hawkeyes.
Yeah, Rob, if you just look at the shooting, third quarter, Iowa State 10 for 14. 70%, 3 of 5 behind the three-point line at 60%. You juxtapose that, Iowa 4 of 14 and 2 of 6. I mean, that is just the difference. And the game is not out of reach, but the Hawks are going to have to play a nearly perfect quarter, and they have got to stop Iowa State's three-point shooting.
Well, you certainly hope that Iowa State doesn't stay on that pace, shooting 71.4% in the third quarter. But the Hawks had a 9-0 run in the second quarter. Need another one.
Absolutely. They've got to come out here strong, be aggressive, come out on the offensive, not on their heels.
Right now, we'll have to play defense as Iowa State with the basketball. Lob pass for Brown, batted up in the air and out of bounds by Kylie Feuerbach as she was fronting Addie Brown. Iowa State basketball along the baseline. Lob pass to Crooks on the right wing. Iowa State will set it up. Here's Williams. Wright comes out on her. Comes to the right side. Now a bounce pass inside to Crooks as a kick will be called. That'll reset the shot clock to 20. Iowa State basketball. Lob pass into Brown. Top of the key. Looks inside. Feeds left side. Williams. Now back to Brown. Top of the key. One dribble. And the ball batted out of bounds by Taylor McCabe. Pressuring Jackson.
Three-point extraordinaire, defensive specialist. I would argue that she is earning that title.
Has worked hard. Crooks outside the paint, dribbles in the paint, goes to the right side, easy layup. .22 for Audie Crooks. Here's McCabe on the right wing. Stuelke, top of the free throw line area, drives in, has it blocked from behind by Crooks. Goes off Stuelke and out of bounds. Good aggressive take.
Yep. Gotta admire Stuelke for attacking.
Iowa State basketball. Just about a minute into the fourth quarter. Lob pass for Crooks and couldn't handle it. Lost it along the baseline, goes out of bounds. 63-48 Iowa State. Good chat right across the timeline. Jackson on her, angles left side, high post area. Stuelke puts it on the floor. This time goes down the right side. Strong move off the window against Audie Crooks to score.
Gotta admire Stuelke. She got blocked that last possession, came back, attacked on the right side this time. Got to keep doing that.
And made a tough shot off the window. Hawks pull to within 13. Here's Williams. Iowa State's slowing the pace a little bit with 7 to shoot. Williams drives down the right side of the lane, layup no. Stuelke there for the board. She's in double digits as far as rebounds are concerned. Wright gets it to McCabe on the right side. Now in between the circles, it's Feuerbach. Gets a Houston screen just into the game. Now wheels back out top on the left side. Now into Journey Houston. Back out McCabe for three, no good. But there is Hannah Stuelke with another board. Gets it back out to Wright for three. Swish! Left to the top of the key from deep.
Wow, chit-chat Wright. Bringing the energy. But gosh, you got to give Hannah Stuelke props. Her 12th rebound on the night.
Working hard in there. And that three brings the Hawks to within 10. Here's Brown down the right side of the paint. And she is tied up by Feuerbach and then pulls away and has to call a timeout. Great start to the fourth quarter for the Hawks.
Right, all of a sudden within 10, nice momentum, doing things on the defensive end, offensive end, rebounding. The Hawks need to take this, take advantage of it, and keep it rolling.
7:35 left to go in the fourth. The Hawks are on the move. Within 10 at 63-53. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Hawkeye fans, gear up for game day with Big Grove. As an official craft brewery of the Iowa Hawkeyes, they bring you the ultimate game-watching experience. Sip on fan favorites like Easy Eddie, Citrus Surfer, and Neighborhood Beer while cheering on the Hawks. Can't make it to the stadium? No worries. Join them at any of their 4 Iowa locations in Iowa City, Cedar Rapids, Des Moines, and Solon. Big Grove Brewery, your official watch party headquarters of the Hawkeyes. Go Hawks!
Flu season is here. Get your flu shot today at your local Hy-Vee pharmacy. It's easy, convenient, and no appointment is necessary. Plus, when you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, earn a 20-cent fuel saver. That's right, a 20-cent fuel saver. Get your flu shot when it's convenient for you. Schedule online or just stop by your Hy-Vee pharmacy. No appointment necessary. Help your family stay healthy. Get your flu shot and get a 20-cent fuel saver only at Hy-Vee. See store for details. Some restrictions apply.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
Hawks pulled to within 10 at 63-53. Scored 5 points. Iowa State just 2, but do have some momentum as Iowa State on a loose ball had to call timeout. Hawk fans, don't forget throughout the season you can join head coach Jan Jensen and myself for Hawk Talk, presented by Oak Knoll. We are live from the Watermill Kitchen and Bar inside the Hyatt Regency in Coralville. Hawk Talk with Coach Jensen will take place 6 until 7 o'clock next Monday. Come out and join us. The next 2 Mondays to finish off the month of December as far as Hawk Talk is concerned. From the Watermill Kitchen and Bar inside the Hyatt Regency. Well, we asked for a good start, and we've got it. Now the Hawks got to play some defense. 12 on the shot clock, 7:35 left to go. Plenty of time.
Plenty of time, and I think you said the Hawks need to play some defense. I think that means a lot of different things, but it certainly means seeing what we saw with Taylor McGee, tipping the ball, just disrupting their flow. We saw a forced turnover, a lob pass too strong into Audi Crooks. I think that's going to be the game changer, is just those small disruptions that add up to larger mistakes and errors.
Chit-chat right up to 18 points. Taylor McCabe with 11. Hannah Stalkey with 6 and 12 rebounds. 22 for Audi Crooks, and Andy Brown has had an 18 with 9 rebounds. And they go right inside to Crooks and doesn't get the roll. Got her own rebound amongst 2 Hawkeyes, and then a foul
there we go.
Is going to be called on Crooks over the back. That's her second. Hawkeye basketball. Hawks down 10. Here's Hyde near the top of the key, turns and faces the hoop. Now right, free throw line extended right. Gets it to McCabe. Now Stalkey comes out, top of the key. Now to right, 11 to shoot. Everything around the perimeter for Iowa. Feuerbach launches a three-pointer. Count it! Couple steps off the top of the key. The Hawks within 7.
Feuerbach coming in clutch again. This is it for her. Last game versus Iowa State. She wants the W.
Cyclones in the front court. Lob pass, Crooks. She's doubled, poked away by Feuerbach into the hands of Hayden. Here's Wright across the timeline. Top of the key. Angles right side. Comes over a screen to the left of the court. Now Stalkey near the free throw line. Puts it on the floor. Spins. Shot. No good. Couldn't get the spin. Needed to go to the left side. Went to the right. All the way toward the basket. Ball knocked away by Stalkey against Williams. Players get on the floor, and it'll be Hawkeye basketball with a tie-up situation. Well, we asked for a big run. There's an 8-0 run by the Hawks, almost a 10-0 run.
Exactly, and a lot of that is because they've disrupted the defense. Loose ball getting on the floor and then capitalizing on the offensive end. It's starting to get loud in here.
63-56. Hawks are down with the basketball. 6:10 left to go. There's a kick on the perimeter by Jackson. Hawks will retain possession. Plenty on the shot clock. Feuerbach will throw it in along the side. Crowd is into it, as you can expect. Here's Wright. Dribbles free throw line extended left. Gets it to Hayden. Now to McCabe. Back to Hayden. She's pushed and then tries to make a move, and a whistle. And a shove is going to be called on Crooks. That's her third. As she displaced Hayden about the midway point in the paint. Ball possession for the Hawks. Exactly 6 to go. Hawks down 63-56, trying to cut into that gap. Here is Feuerbach all the way to the rim. Layup too strong off the window. Brought it from the left wing to the right side. Boy, 2 great moves. And the Hawks have not been able to score the last couple of trips. Here's Brown, top of the key in the front court for Iowa State. Almost a Feuerbach steal. Williams on the right side. Now to Brown. They continue to look inside to Crooks. Now Brown against Hayden. Spins, creates space, shot up, no. Stolke, nice box out, gets the rebound. To right, to Feuerbach. Fakes all the way to the paint, drops it off for Hayden. Left-handed layup, 2 for the Hawks.
Kylie Feuerbach could have taken that layup but made the better pass to Hayden. You can see it in her eyes. She is determined.
Hawks pull to within 5 at 63-58 as we approach 5 to go. Iowa State basketball. Here's Hare. Free throw line extended left. Wright comes out on her. Gets a screen. Goes toward the baseline. Shot is up and won't go. But contact and a foul on Chichat Wright. That's her first. And that'll bring Iowa State to the free throw line as the Hawks have pulled to within 63-58. 4:56 left to go in the fourth. A 10-0 run. The last 3:53 by Iowa. Free throw, no.
I was just going to say, the way that both teams are shooting free throws tonight, if you have a foul to give right now, it's not a bad idea.
Second one rolls in. Hare with 6. We're under 5, 64-58. Hawks are down but have the basketball. Here's Hayden, 20 feet away from the hoop. Makes her move, spins, paint, left-handed shot is up and good. And Crooks hit the deck. No contact off the spin move. And she went down hard underneath the hoop. I think she just lost her balance.
She did. Ava attacked hard, had that spin move. And I think just trying to stick with her took her out.
And hopefully she's okay. She is up. As the Hawks have pulled to within 4 on a 12-1 run the last 4:08. Boy, Ava Hayden, that's an aggressive take and the spin move.
She has quick feet as opposed, we've seen it over and over, but that was particularly fast and aggressive.
She has 8. Williams out near the hash marks. Feuerbach comes out on her. Cross-court pass to Jackson. Looks inside to Crooks, and then Stolke trying to get over the top to knock it away. Is called for the foul.
Stolke's third, and you got to give her credit. She's working her butt off, trying to find that position, maintain it.
Yep, that's okay. That's her third. 4:24 left to go in the fourth. Hawks down 4. Iowa State with the ball. Brown takes a 3, drives down the right side of the paint, and saw the mismatch against Hayden. And Ava's going to be called for the foul. And that's her 5th. As the Hawkeyes will call a 30-second timeout. That's a tough break for the Hawks. Ava Hayden played very well when she's been able to get into a little bit of rhythm, but has been in foul trouble the entire game.
Yeah, so the little spurts, and we felt like she was maybe coming on here.
Thought the Hawks signaled for a timeout, but getting a minute to substitute. Won't take it. Journey Houston in. Addie Brown at the line. Hawks down 4. Iowa State does not have a field goal in over 5 minutes. Free throw, no good. Brown missed that one. Came off the right side of the rim. Brown eyes the hoop, second one good. Addie Brown with 19. 5-point advantage for Iowa State. Hawkeye basketball. Here's Wright in the front court. McCabe. Houston, top of the key. Puts it on the floor. Tries to get a bounce pass underneath to Feuerbach. Goes up. Reverse layup. No, but she's fouled. Good look on a high-low action by Houston.
Journey Houston, when she gets in the game, she plays smart basketball. We've seen, this is second, third time, she's at that high post looking inside. In this case, a guard, Kylie Feuerbach, to the free throw line.
Kylie's first is perfect. Best free throw shooter on the team. Kylie with 9. Second one in the air, got it. Front iron dropped in. Feuerbach, the third Hawkeye in double figures. Iowa within 1 possession at 65-62. We're under 4, fourth quarter. Here's Williams, makes a move, goes up and shot no good. Crooks goes after the rebound. It looked like Stalky had position, but Stalky's going to pick up her 4th foul.
That is an interesting call. She definitely was inside. Oh.
Iowa State basketball. Get it into Brown, top of the key area. Drop it into Crooks. Turn around, left-handed layup good. And Stalky had to back off.
Nothing you can do there.
67-62, Iowa State. Iowa in the front court. Inside Houston, Paint. Kicks it back out to Feuerbach. Right at the top of the key. Gets to Stalky, top of the key, drives down left side. Left-handed layup is good, went right around.
Yep.
Crooks made it look easy. Hannah with 8. Boy, she worked hard tonight. Lob pass, Crooks, layup. That's like something you'd see at the YMCA wide open.
I was just going to say, 6th, 7th grade basketball.
Yeah,
but the
nothing
Hawks
you can do
have
about
to
it.
get some sort of help side, weak
Hayes.
side help on that.
Next dead ball into the game. But you need Stalky at the offensive end. She's at the elbow. Declines the 15-foot jumper. Ball knocked out of bounds by Jackson as she got it to right. So Hayes comes in for Houston. And Hayes can go down and defend Crooks. And are we going to get a challenge as to who touched it last by Iowa State? And we are. Boy, this is a huge call with 2:46 left to go in the fourth. Iowa State 69, Iowa 64. What a comeback here in the fourth quarter by the Hawks.
Absolutely. 3 of 3 on their last field goals and just really seen it from a lot of spaces. Hannah Stolke driving to the hoop, Kylie Feuerbach getting some good points here. The name of the game here is figuring out a way to stop that lob pass into Audie Crooks.
There's been times Iowa's been able to do it.
Yep.
They've committed a lot of fouls in doing so. All plays under review are brought to you by Athletico Physical Therapy. You don't need a jersey to move with purpose or permission to take your healing seriously. At Athletico, recovery fuels what's possible. Move like you mean it. Schedule your free assessment at athletico.com. Proud partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes. University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, also a proud partner and presenting sponsor of Hawkeye women's basketball this year, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right. Learn more at uiowaenergycollaborative.com. And they'll reverse the call. Iowa State basketball. And Jan Jensen goes right up to him and says, yep, I thought it was too.
Yeah, I got to give her props for acknowledging that. And that's the downside of technology, right? We can double check and see it replayed in slow motion.
And that was just a pass from the point to the right wing. Jackson will throw it in backcourt to Jada Williams. 69-64, Cyclones with the lead in the basketball. Williams drives down the left side against Feuerbach, spins, kicks it back out to Brown for 3, rimming no, and the rebound taken down by Wright, and then she's fouled by Williams going after the rebound. And that's her 4th with 2:30 left to go in the third. Or make that in the fourth quarter.
It'd be nice if we could go back to the third quarter with this.
Oh, I don't know.
Well.
Hawks are okay. But I get what you're saying. 69-64. Hawks are down, but with the basketball. McCabe comes off a screen, top of the key, gets it to Hayes at the elbow. Back to the basket. Lob pass in, Stalky goes to work. Shot, no. Gets her own rebound. Double team, can't get it to go. Crooks comes away with it. No call on some potential contact, but Hannah had an opportunity at it twice. We're under 2. Brown off one pass for 3, rimming no. Crooks gets the rebound, shot up, no. Hayes the foul.
Again, well, we got lucky because the ball rimmed out, but make her earn it at the free throw line at this point if you have the fouls to give.
Where she is 2 out of 3. Crooks with 26. Houston in for Layla Hayes. (69-64) Iowa State. Crooks at the line. First one, no good. Off the right side of the rim. Stalky, Houston, the inside position. Second one good. Hawks down 6. 1:45 left to go with the basketball. Angles right side. Right. Step back 3. Count it from the right wing.
Talk about the right time to hit a 3 like that. Incredible.
Chit chat right. One possession game. 70-67, 1:20 left to go. Iowa State with the basketball. Racing down the left side of the lane is Williams. Layup, no. Put back, Crooks, good. Opposite the miss. Got it to go. Hawks down 5. Approaching 1 minute left to go in regulation. Chit chat right. Brings it to the top of the key. Stalky in that same area. Gets it to Feuerbach. Drives, drops it off for Stalky, goes right around Crooks and lays it up and in with the left hand.
All right, the Hawks have got to get a stop here.
72-69, Iowa down 3. 40 seconds on the game clock, 18 on the shot clock. Iowa State will work the clock. Williams, free throw line extended right. Hawks are fronting Crooks down on the block, and a whistle. And a hand check is going to be called on Kylie Feuerbach out on the perimeter. So that sends Jada Williams to the free throw line. 28-4 left to go. First one, no good, in and out. Hawks will take a timeout. Second one in the air, rolls off the rim, no good. Stalky grabs the board. Timeout, Hawkeyes with 27.9 left to go. 72-69 Iowa State.
Rob, I'm not sure I can handle this. Incredible. This is what dreams are made of. This is why we're all here watching this. Exactly the outcome, well, not the outcome, the type of game that we want to see.
It'll be interesting to see how Iowa plays this. There's certainly plenty of time to get a quick 2.
Exactly.
And then foul and get the ball back. But need to score.
Yes.
72-69, Iowa State, 27.9 left to go. The Hawks are 5 of their last 7 from the floor. And now 4 players have reached double figures. That's turned into a great move, that spin move in the paint by Stalky.
Yeah.
Going right around Audie Crooks for the layup.
She has had to work for every point, every rebound, but man, 10 points.
15 boards.
Yes.
Here we go. Feuerbach along the side. Shot clock is off. Into Houston. Now to McCabe, top of the key to Stalkey. She's in the paint, kicks it back to right, drives down the left side. Shot is up and no good as the ball was swiped away and out of bounds. It'll stay with Iowa with 19.4. Hawks down 72-69. We'll throw it in along the baseline. Get it out to McCabe, and she goes up for a three, has it blocked by Hare, and now the Hawks will have to foul. Not much space for that top of the key three by McCabe. And Hannah Stalkey will foul out with 5 personals, 10 points, and 15 boards. On 5 of 14 from the floor. (72-69). 2 Iowa players have fouled out. Audie Crooks at the line with 15.2. Well, Crooks 3 out of 5. No matter what, the Hawks are going to have to get something quick, as the free throw is short.
I hate to say this, but the abysmal free throw shooting.
Iowa State 7 of 17. Second one, good. And Iowa will call timeout to advance the basketball. (73-69). You probably need a 3 here.
Yeah, and a quick 3.
Just anticipation that Iowa State makes 2 free throws if you have to foul, because that would draw the Hawks to within 1. Down 4 currently. So 15 seconds left to go. Iowa State 73, Iowa 69, but we'll have the basketball. The fans are on their feet. They sold out Hilton Coliseum. Feuerbach, McCabe, Hayes, Wright, and Houston. Height and Stalkey have fouled out.
Yeah, so you've got 2 freshmen, a sophomore, and then 2 of your veterans. So anything could happen here.
So Feuerbach will throw it in right in front of the Iowa bench. Wright comes off a screen, as does McCabe. They get it to McCabe for a wide open look right side. Skips off the left side of the rim, and Iowa State gets the rebound with Brown along the baseline. Timeout, Iowa State. Well designed play.
Yeah.
The Hawks got an open 3.
Yeah, exactly what they would have wanted with, just 4 seconds off the shot clock.
Well, with Iowa State's timeout, we're at the top of the hour. Iowa down 73-69 with 11.1 left to go. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball. So Iowa State, after Brown got the rebound off the Taylor McCabe missed 3 from the short corner on the right side, to advance the basketball with 11.1 remaining. Iowa State 73, Iowa 69. But what a fourth quarter comeback by the Hawks. Kylie Feuerbach will pressure the inbounds pass. Williams will throw it in. Looks, gets it to Brown, who's immediately fouled by Journey Houston. That's exactly what you have to do. And we'll send Brown, a very good free throw shooter, to the line. But who knows what happens tonight. Brown at 82%. First one, good. She has 20 with 11 rebounds, so another double-double. That made it 74-69, 10.8 left to go. Second one, in and out. Iowa with the rebound. Here's Feuerbach across the timeline. Gets a three-pointer up. That's an air ball from the left wing. With 4.1 to go, Cyclone basketball. And Iowa State will take a 30-second timeout to advance the ball to the timeline, on top by 5 at 74-69. Kylie just had to get something up.
Yep.
A 2 in that situation doesn't do you a whole lot of good. A 3 gives you an opportunity. So Iowa State will have it in the front court. Only 4.1 left to go. 74-69 Iowa State with the lead in the basketball. Go backcourt to Crooks, and she traveled at midcourt. Might have been able to. Both officials saw that. Pretty clear. She just drug that pivot foot. As Williams comes in, 2.7 left to go. Hawks will get it in to right, and she'll just launch. Shot, no. Ball game. Iowa State 74, Iowa 69 in a hard-fought rivalry basketball game in which Iowa has won the last 3 and 8 of the last 9. Didn't look great after the third quarter, but the Hawkeyes fought and got all the way back to a one-possession game, but fall at the end 74-69. Hawks now 9-1. Iowa State, number 10 in the country, 11-0. We'll be back with the postgame show from Hilton Coliseum after the break. Final score, once again, Iowa State 74, Iowa 69. Hawks suffer their first loss of the season. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Dives for lunch.
The Juicy Lucy. Essentially, it's a burger, but with cheese on the inside.
James Beard Award winners for dinner.
French technique, but Midwestern ingredients. It's a little unbecoming to lick the bowl, but...
Plan your next trip at exploreminnesota.com.
You power your day with passion and purpose. It's the same for Alliant Energy. We're modernizing the grid, blending new, renewable, and traditional energy sources to meet growing demand safely and reliably. We're rising to the challenge to meet your energy needs today and for generations to come. Visit AlliantEnergy.com/poweringbeyond to learn more.
Unwind in style at Riverside Casino and Golf Resort, where luxury and excitement come together. Tee off on a world-class golf course, savor gourmet dining, and enjoy premier entertainment and amenities that are second to none. Feeling lucky? Hit the slots or try your hand at our table games. There's always action on the floor. Whether you're here to relax, play, or indulge, Riverside offers more than just a getaway. It's an unforgettable experience. Visit Riverside Casino and Resort.com to learn more.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide, experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, or just needs someone to listen, 988 provides a direct connection to free, confidential, and compassionate support. When you call, text, or chat 988, you'll be quickly connected to trained crisis counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and connect you to additional resources if needed. There is hope. You are not alone. For 24/7 support, call or text 988 or chat 988lifeline.org.
Hi, Hawk fans. Coach Kirk Ferentz here. For 40 years, our players have proudly worn the ANF logo to honor the hardworking farmers who keep this country growing. With fewer farmers working the land, their challenges are bigger, but their commitment never wavers. The Iowa Hawkeyes and the Iowa Farm Bureau are proud to stand with these dedicated families who feed and fuel our nation. Thanks for celebrating 40 years of America Needs Farmers. Let's keep standing strong for the people who keep us going strong. To learn more, visit americaneedsfarmers.org.
In Minnesota, we don't hide from winter. We embrace it. When there's a nip in the air, we take on the trails. For every layer you wear, there's a new experience waiting for you.
It's a little unbecoming to lick the bowl, but...
Plan your next trip at exploreminnesota.com.
Hawkeye Basketball has been brought to you by Lennox and your local Lennox home comfort specialist. Made right here in Iowa since 1895. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right. And by Wimmer's Meats, the official hot dog of the Hawkeyes. This is the Hawkeye Postgame Show.
Welcome back to Hilton as the Hawkeyes suffer the first loss of the season, 74-69, but outscored Iowa State 21-13. And you could figure, hey, tough environment, tough opponent, had a bad third quarter. We'll just get ready for Lindenwood, but not this basketball team. And they fought and had opportunity after opportunity to continue to close that gap. Just could not quite get over the hump as Iowa State led for 29 minutes and 21 seconds. The Hawks for 6:56. Chit Chat Wright, a career high for her with 21 points. As Tiffany will get into the details, it was her first 20-plus point performance of her career. And then Hannah Stulke, 15 rebounds, go along with her 10 points. That's double-double number 2 of the season. Our post-game stat recap is brought to you by Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee, the official grocery partner of Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball. Hy-Vee, where there is a helpful smile in every aisle.
All right, Rob. Well, like you said, a hard-fought game. Some good stat lines, actually, to point out here. Hawks were led, like you said, Chit Chat Wright with 21 points, 3 assists. Hannah Stulke with a gritty performance, 10 points, 15 rebounds, 3 assists. Kylie Fierbach, 10 points, 3 assists. Taylor McCabe, 11 points, 3 assists. Ava Hayden, in just 15 minutes of play, 8 points, 2 rebounds. And Layla Hayes with 3 points, 1 rebound. Journey Houston, 4 points, 5 rebounds. If we look at Iowa State, not surprising, they led by Audi Crooks, 30 points, 10 rebounds, a double-double. Addie Brown, impressive stat line, 20 points, 12 rebounds, 5 assists. Jada Williams, 11 points, get this, 12 assists. Pretty impressive, 5 rebounds on the night. Mackenzie Hare with 6 points, and Alyssa Williams with 2 points. If you look at the rebounding game, Iowa lost that battle, 39-32. You see that Iowa State scored 12 points off those second chance points, so a significant amount for them to gain back in those putbacks. And if we look where our points have scored, Iowa 8 points from turnovers, Iowa State 7 points in the paint, Iowa 30, Iowa State 40. So that was a little bit more balanced than I thought it would have been. But the name of the game, like you said, is just couldn't quite get, after that third quarter, couldn't quite get back to where they needed to get the win.
Well, down 17 with 43 seconds left to go in the third, and then went on a real nice run to start the fourth. Won that one, as we mentioned, 21-13. But Iowa in the fourth quarter shot 44.4% from the floor, 8 of 18, knocked down 3 of 8 threes. And Iowa State, remember, they shot 71.4% in the third quarter, hit 3 threes, 4 of 11 in the fourth. 0 for 2 from 3, but 5 of 12 from the free throw line. Now, Iowa didn't shoot well from the line either, but that allowed Iowa to hang around Iowa State's inability to knock down free throws. 9 of 20 for the game.
Absolutely. Both teams will be working on their free throws, and like you said, those misses, especially in that critical time period, kept Iowa alive. and gave them the shot.
Then you go back to a couple of times early in the fourth quarter. The Hawks had great moves and just could not finish at the rim.
No,
and I think that that would have been a huge turnaround, and might even at one point gave the Hawks an advantage.
Absolutely. And then I guess compounded by missing some of those bunnies was Ava Hayden just never being able to get into her
Only
groove.
played 15-37.
Yep. And she had that attack to send Audie Crooks to her butt, and then comes down and just a minute or so later fouls out. So she never was able to, I think, give her best shot here either.
Yeah, because this was a starters game. Stalke 37-22 minutes-wise. Taylor McCabe 35-35. Feuerbach 32-45. Wright 36-35. Then Ava Hayden, as you mentioned, just over 15 minutes. And Iowa State went Brown with 38-30. Crooks 36-03. Jackson 36-20. Williams 34-55. And Mackenzie Hare, who the Hawks did a good job on, an outstanding three-point shooter, 26-40. So, yeah, both teams played 9 players, but this was a starters game tonight.
Absolutely right, which is different. Probably both teams in some of these games with the big margins have played more players. But I would argue with the foul trouble the Hawks got in, they had to get creative with their lineup. And you've got Journey Houston in as a 4, vastly undersized, up against Addie Brown, or sometimes having to help over on Crooks. That was a disadvantage for sure.
Had to kind of mix that lineup the entire season.
Yeah.
Of course, no Rodriguez tonight and no Tegan Mulaney, but great to have Chit-Chat Wright back in that starting lineup and be able to go 36 minutes and 35 seconds. As you mentioned, Iowa State's big lead was 17 at the 43-second mark of the third quarter. Iowa got off to that great start, led by 4 back in the first quarter, but had that 10-0 run in the fourth quarter at the 5:18 mark that really made this a tight game down the stretch, even though Iowa State led for 29 minutes and 21 seconds. Not a mistake-free game. Iowa turned it over just 8 times. Iowa State 7. Points in the paint. Iowa 30. Iowa State 40. Second chance opportunities, as Tiff mentioned, 12 for Iowa State, and Iowa with 3. But Iowa had 9 fast break points, none for Iowa State. And as we mentioned, the starters played a ton of minutes as Iowa got 9 points off the bench, Iowa State 7. Hawks fall to 9-1. Iowa State now 11-0 as the Cyclones win it here in Ames, 74-69. Back with more on the Hawkeye postgame show after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
In football, champions execute flawless strategies. Your company's health plan should too. Aplos offers crystal clear costs, intelligent provider networks, same-day appointments, and embedded pharmacy savings. Help your team thrive. Discover your playbook at aplos.health.
American Equity salutes today's hero of the game, honoring those who serve at every Hawkeye game. Just as our veterans safeguard our freedom, American Equity helps protect your financial future. Named one of Newsweek's most trustworthy insurance companies in America 3 years in a row, American Equity delivers secure retirement income with the service you deserve. Join American Equity in honoring and thanking all who serve our country.
Attention Hawkeye fans, Big Grove is proud to be an official craft brewery of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Whether you're at the game or watching from home, Big Grove has got you covered. Enjoy an easy Eddie from the stands or visit them for every Hawkeye game at any of their 4 convenient Iowa locations in Iowa City, Cedar Rapids, Des Moines, or Solon. Big Grove Brewery, your official watch party headquarters of the Hawkeyes. Go Hawks! Big Grove Brewery, an official craft brewery of the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Life's busy. Quickstar makes it easier. From fresh hot coffee to delicious bakery treats and quick grab-and-go meals and snacks, we've got what you need when you're on the run. Top off your tank with Quickstar's fully guaranteed fuel to keep you moving. Plus, enjoy added perks like free ATMs and complimentary air for your tires. Convenience, savings, and a see you next time with a smile. We're your go-to for everything you need to keep your day on track, because your comfort and cravings deserve the best. Stop into Quickstar today.
Do you smell that? No, it's not just toast. That's the smell of your car payment becoming toast. Move your car loan to Community Choice and toast those payments for 99 days. Get started at unbankyourride.com. Loan subject to credit approval and analysis.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
Welcome back to Ames on the Hawkeye postgame show as Iowa State gets victory number 11 at 74-69 as the Hawkeyes battled back and won that fourth quarter 21-13. Made it a one-possession game as Randy Henderson, assistant coach for the Hawks, joins me courtside. And that's a good storyline to build on anyway, is that's a big-time comeback in a hostile environment, down 17 late in the third quarter. But say, nope, we're going to do everything we can. We're going to play the full 40, and boy, just about pulled it off.
I really love, that's one thing this team has been consistent at, is they just fight. And, they got that challenge in the third and really did claw back. And we just didn't have quite enough in the tank, some foul trouble, that kind of stuff is kind of hard to surmount. But I will say the game of basketball is pretty great in the state of Iowa.
Knew that going in, and we certainly know that leaving Hilton Coliseum tonight. Just about a top 10 matchup, two teams that are going to have terrific seasons, no doubt about it. And, the nice thing, too, and if you go back to that first quarter, the Hawks got off to a great start. And you always kind of hope in a tough atmosphere that it's not 10-2 or 15-4, but really got into a nice flow early.
Yeah, and I think we were really pushing pace at that time. We were cutting with a little bit more pace. I think it helped that Ava wasn't yet in foul trouble. She definitely helps our pace too. But yeah, I think our first quarter, Taylor McCabe got loose a couple of times, which I know they did not want to have happen. But I think when we play with pace, we are really hard to stop, and that's actually what got us back into the game after the third quarter, was just picking up a little bit more pace.
Yeah, pace, tempo, flow, whatever word you want to use. And then you look at the end of the first quarter, Kylie hits that big-time three, and then you got some momentum heading into the fourth quarter as well. And then you go back and really some terrific moves by a lot of players in that fourth quarter that just could not get that thing to drop in, where you had some pace and some rhythm underneath.
Yeah, I think we missed a couple of layups that literally looked like they went in and popped back out. You're like, how did that happen? But, sometimes it just is that way.
That's hoops, right?
Yeah, it just is the way it is, and you just have to keep going at it. Their post players, and I think Brown even, they just were real physical and guarded our post really, really well today, I thought.
Talk about Chit Chat's performance. Hasn't practiced much, obviously hasn't played much. 21 tonight, terrific.
Yeah, I think we missed Chat when she was out, of course, and to not have practice for so long and really just come in and have such significant minutes on such a big stage is just really exciting for the type of player and the potential that she has to continue to lead us forward. So it is wonderful to have her back, and she definitely makes us better.
Talked earlier about this was kind of a starters game. You had your five best out there, and then as you mentioned, Ava, one of your best players, just 15-37. Tough to swallow, but what did that kind of do to the rotation and what you wanted to do?
I think obviously her presence in general and her ability to post up and run the floor and be physical, not having her out there is I would say probably a 5-point difference, at least I would give or take, and Ava's still learning. Like, her and Hannah both have to learn how important they are to stay on the floor, and also that they can't, once they get it one, they have to be really, really smart about their second, and then the third, it's like it's just part of learning as a player. And I think Ava was better this year than she was last year against Iowa State, and she's still learning and growing as a player. And Audrey Crooks is a phenomenal player. Yep. She just really is. Her footwork is tremendous. Her touch is tremendous. Her physicality, and they
catches the ball well.
She has a great hand. So, it was a tough assignment for all of our whole team, obviously. But I'm proud of the fact that it took her 36 minutes to get her 30 points, and I think that's a testament to how hard we were playing against her team.
Well, and you really limit Iowa State to 74 points. That's well above their average, or
Right.
below their average.
Yeah, and we really tried to limit their threes, too, because they were making so many threes. So to be able to do that while guarding her, I think, we really lost this today on the offensive end and with foul trouble and obviously not making free throws.
But certainly a nice comeback. No matter what, win or loss, going to move on and win a lot of games. And it has to make this team, at least at some point in time, feel good that, hey, we laid it out there, played all 40, and this was a 1 or 2 possession game the last 5 minutes.
Exactly, and I think Coach Jay said it best in the locker room. Hey, if that's a number 10 ranked team, we're not too far behind, and that should be something that we're really proud of. And yeah, we got Lindenwood coming up, and then we go to New York City, and that should be just some good challenges. But yeah, what a cool environment.
Yep.
The state of Iowa, your fans are tremendous across the board. So what a cool place.
Yeah, that is a great thing to end on because we knew it would be. We know what it is at Carver, and Hilton has great fan support as well. And, yeah, if you didn't enjoy playing in this one, you better find another sport, right?
Yeah, 2 good teams going at it with some great fans.
Randy, thanks so much. Appreciate it.
All right.
Safe travels home. Randy Henderson, assistant coach for the Hawks in her second year. Get her thoughts post-game here after the Hawks lose a tough one, 74-69, but a lot of good basketball on the horizon for this team for sure. We'll be back, and a little bit later on we'll listen into some of tonight's top plays, and we'll head to the Iowa locker room as well. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Hawkeye fans, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes, the Banks Student Living and Kirkwood Hotel. When visiting Eastern Iowa, stay at the hotel at Kirkwood Center. This AAA 4-diamond luxury hotel was voted Best Banquet Event Facility of 2025 by Corridor Business Journal readers. Located near the Eastern Iowa Airport in downtown Cedar Rapids. Book your stay today at kirkwood.com or call 877-751-5111.
Midwest One believed in us and gave us the money to get started, and it was great.
We're talking with Jack Piper of Jimmy Jack's Rib Shack.
In 2005, they were there when we opened Jimmy Jack's Rib Shack. They've been there every step of the way with funding and great feedback on how to expand our brand. Midwest One Bank has been great, and with the recent uncertain times, we got through it, thanks to Midwest One Bank.
Midwest One Bank. Simply better banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You asked for all the extreme internet performance at an all-in price, and we listened. Get 1 gig internet with a 2-year price lock and everything included. Unlimited data for non-stop streaming, powerful Wi-Fi for enhanced coverage, built-in online threat protection, and internet equipment. All for just $65 a month for 2 years. It's the extreme 1 gig internet deal you asked for. Call 844-4FASTER or visit extreme.com for details. Offer available to new customers only. Price doesn't include one-time charges, tax, and government fees.
You power your day with passion and purpose. It's the same for Alliant Energy. We're modernizing the grid, blending new, renewable, and traditional energy sources to meet growing demand safely and reliably. We're rising to the challenge to meet your energy needs today and for generations to come. Visit AlliantEnergy.com/poweringbeyond to learn more.
You asked for all the extreme internet performance at an all-in price, and we listened. Get 1 gig internet with a 2-year price lock and everything included. Unlimited data for non-stop streaming, powerful Wi-Fi for enhanced coverage, built-in online threat protection, and internet equipment. All for just $65 a month for 2 years. It's the extreme 1 gig internet deal you asked for. Call 844-4FASTER or visit extreme.com for details. Offer available to new customers only. Price doesn't include one-time charges, tax, and government fees.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
Hawks drop a tough one to Iowa State here in Hilton at 74-69 after that outstanding comeback in the fourth quarter in which they outpaced Iowa State 21-13, but got down by as many as 17 in that third quarter after we were tied at 35 at intermission. Iowa State came out on fire in quarter number 3, won it 26-13, and not only that, shot the basketball 71.4% from the floor. And that kind of reversed in the fourth quarter, just not quite enough at the end. Time to head to the Iowa locker room as Chit Chat Wright is our player of the game. 7 of 14 from the floor, 4 of 9 from 3, had 21 points, 3 assists, and only 2 turnovers, had the ball a lot, and a couple of steals.
We are here in the locker room with Chit Chat Wright. Chit Chat, welcome back. Status update, are you game by game or mostly back?
I'm mostly back.
Mostly back, great. We're happy to hear that. Career high tonight, 21 points. Team struggled in that third quarter, but gathered yourselves and came out in the fourth strong. How did you lead the team to kind of compose themselves and make that pivot?
Today, kind of the word of the day was just having patience, just being patient, running our offense, not trying to rush the offense, and just staying settled, because we know the crowd is kind of rowdy, so that was kind of our thing coming into the game today.
Nice. Head back to practice this week. What are some takeaways? What are some things that the team will focus on?
Just in the third quarter, we lost the third quarter in points. So just focusing in on what we got to do to stop key players and just doing what we do best. So.
Thanks, Chit Chat.
Yep.
Chit Chat Wright, great to have her back in the Hawkeye mix and full go tonight, and certainly that's going to be in the foreseeable future. Played 36 minutes and 35 seconds, career high 21 points, and she was outstanding tonight, and will be exciting to watch this entire season. Time for our post-game interview with Jan Jensen, as it is presented by Oaknall, as it is Oaknall's mission to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care, a not-for-profit life plan community serving the Iowa City area for 59 years. Oaknall is conveniently located near the University of Iowa Healthcare, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye, and downtown Iowa City. A proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Visit oaknall.com to learn more. Back to the Iowa Hawkeye locker room.
We are here in the locker room with Coach Jensen. Coach, game like this, small things make a big difference. Yeah. What were some of those small things tonight that tipped the scale?
You know, I thought the first half we played really well. I really thought we were in good shape being 35-35, but the start of that third quarter, you know, just unfortunate. Ava, you know, that foul just got us really off the rails. I don't know if it was ticky-tack or not, but she still can't do that, right? And then we just we didn't come out with a little sense of urgency. I didn't like the fact we lost a couple blue-collar plays. You know, they kicked the rebound and they got it, and then we came down. We could have gotten O-board, they got it. I think that kind of swayed it a bit. Free throws, right? I mean, I've been preaching free throws the whole year. But I was really proud of them. You know, you could, in this environment, we're younger than we're older. The older ones played a little more solidly. I thought McCabe played a heck of a game. Kylie was pretty doggone solid. Chat had moments. I think we're going to see. She's still coming back. I think her fluidity was a little suspect at times. I was a little worried that, you know, she looked a little dazed one time she took a hit, but thankfully she was okay. But I think, you know, handling that, we were down 15. We came back within a possession. Boy, if, you know, Taylor hits one of those too at the inbounds when we were down, I think it was 3. It was. Yep. And it was in and out, boy. That out of bounds play was a good one. And
a couple of missed bunnies Rob and I were talking about.
Yeah.
Just
I mean, that's been our case all year, though,
Yeah.
was a couple of our kids. And you can't have them. In that key time, we needed a couple of those to go down.
I think some positives. You guys were down 17 with 43 seconds left in the third and brought it back. So I think that's a positive really point to end
I
on.
thought it was 15, so heck yeah. But I think we hit that 3. It was a nice little, I told Chat, you know, just to penetrate and get to the rim or try to go towards McCabe, and McCabe was ready. So that was nice. That gave us a little momentum, and then we got some stops. So yeah, there was a lot more positives than negatives, but I think it was a, you know, really well played game. Both sides, you know, came down to possession under a couple minutes. You know, we get one of those bunnies, you hit a free throw when you should have. It puts a little more pressure on them, but there's a lot to build on, and I think you know, if we use it wisely, it'll be a good, it'll propel us to a lot of great things.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks to Jan Jensen. Her thoughts after a tough loss here in Ames, 74-69. Now 10 of the last 11 meetings between these two teams have been decided by 10 points or less, and it was the case again tonight. Iowa State did lead by as many as 17 in the third quarter, and Chit-Chat Wright leads the way with 21, but Iowa had 4 players in double figures. McCabe with 11. Coach Jensen talked about her play, along with Kylie Fierbach, had 10, made a couple of 3-pointers, and then Hannah Stuelke a double-double tonight, 15 boards and 10 points. 74-69, Iowa State now 11-0. Hawks drop to 9-1, Lindenwood on Saturday. That's a good basketball team as well that we'll talk about in a few minutes. When we come back, we'll wrap things up here in Ames. Also listen in to some of tonight's top plays. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Hawk fans, be sure to visit and connect with the official Des Moines local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes, AFLOS, and Community Choice Credit Union. In football, champions execute flawless strategies. Your company's health plan should too. AFLOS offers crystal clear costs, intelligent provider networks, same-day appointments, and embedded pharmacy savings. Help your team thrive. Discover your playbook at aflos.health.
Life's busy. Quick Start makes it easier. From fresh hot coffee to delicious bakery treats and quick grab-and-go meals and snacks. Hey, we've got what you need when you're on the run. Need gas? We've got fully guaranteed fuel to keep you moving. Plus perks like free ATMs, no hidden fees, and free air for your tires. Convenience, savings, and a see you next time with a smile. We're your go-to for everything you need to keep your day on track. Stop in to Quick Start today.
Everyone knows the BBB is the Better Business Bureau, but depending on what you need, it's the Better Plumber Bureau, the Better Auto Mechanic Bureau, the Better Accountant Bureau. That's because the BBB connects people with businesses they can trust. So think of the BBB as the better check that business out first so you don't get ripped off bureau. Be smart. Always look for the BBB seal because it's looking out for you. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
The holidays are coming. This year, elevate your dessert table and focus on the family by letting the Eat Shop do the baking. Bourbon pecan, pumpkin, Dutch apple, French silk, key lime, cranberry crumble, cherry. You can't go wrong. Fill your dessert table with gourmet handmade pies and treats that are worth every bite. Pre-order now at theeatshop.com or visit us in Solon, Uptown Marion, or at the University of Iowa campus cafes. Worth every bite.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
74-69, Iowa State over Iowa, as Iowa had won the previous 3 against the Cyclones, and Iowa State is victorious tonight and keeps their perfect mark intact at 11-0. It's time for tonight's Precision Plays of the Game, as they are brought to you by Civco Medical Solutions. Precision matters most when your loved one is undergoing an invasive procedure. For over 40 years, Civco has been a trusted provider for image-guided procedures, counted on to deliver outstanding service and superior quality around the world. Civco Medical Solutions, making image-guided procedures safer. Let's listen in on some of tonight's top plays, the Hawks and the Cyclones. Hawks in the front court. Here's Fierbach on the right wing. Puts it on the court. Hesitation move into the paint. Up and under move. Flashy off the window, and we're tied at 2. Here's Wright. Left-handed dribble in between the circles. Jogs to the right side. Bounce pass to Hayden just outside the elbow. Now gets it back to McCabe for 3. Count it! Just right at the top of the key. Pull-up jumper by Jackson off the fake left wing, no. Hawks in transition, pull-up jumper, Chit-Chat right, count it! Left to the top of the key in transition. 33 seconds left to go, 21 to shoot. Hawks down 1. Here's Hayden, drives down the right side of the lane. Spin move, shot up and good off Crooks. Here's Wright, whips a pass to Fierbach for 3 left wing, count it! At the buzzer, yes sir, by Kylie Fierbach. Brown, free throw line extended right. Tries to make a move against Stuelke. Goes to the baseline. Backs her way into the paint. Methodical, and then traveled as she tried to create some space. Really good defense by Hannah Stuelke. Here's Brown, top of the key. Lob pass to Crooks, picked off by Stalky as she fronted Audie. Hawks in transition, right inside to Hyden, creates space, goes up on the right block, window good. Houston gets the rebound with 5 seconds. To right, to McCabe for 3, count it, from the right wing, right by the Hawkeye bench to end the third quarter. Here's Hyden, 20 feet away from the hoop, makes her move, spins, paint, left-handed shot is up and good. Hawks down 6. 1:45 left to go with the basketball. Angles right side. Right. Step back 3. Count it, from the right wing. And that was a big-time basket at the time, Tiffany. And Chit Chat Wright seems to have that knack when you need a basket, need something good to happen. She's there. And as Coach Jensen said, opportunities down the stretch. The 3, couple inside shots, and could have gone either way. But a lot to build on, and the Hawkeyes will have to get back up because Lindenwood is 7-2 and just had an easy time with Drake in Des Moines.
Really? Okay, I didn't know that, but quiz for you. Where is Lindenwood based out of?
Down in St. Louis area.
Okay. I actually did know that
there's
for
one,
some reason.
Yeah, there's a Lindenwood out in Virginia as well.
Okay.
But this is the
This
one.
is St. Louis based.
Yeah, based in St. Louis. It has kind of really just burst on the scene the last several years at the mid-major level.
Just recently became Division I.
Made that transition fairly recently, yeah. So the Hawks will have to be ready. Nice to be back at Carver on Saturday afternoon. That is a 2 o'clock tip, so we will be on with the pregame show at 1:30 as Iowa's last non-conference home game before heading out to Brooklyn to take on number 1 UConn on the 20th of December. Hawkeyes with 4 players in double figures tonight. We mentioned Chit Chat Wright with 21, 11 for McCabe, 10 apiece for Stalky and Kylie Fierbach, and really 3 players, 2, and then certainly Jada Williams had a lot to do with Iowa State's success tonight too. But Audie Crooks had 30 with 10 rebounds, 20 points, and 12 boards for Addie Brown, and then another double-double with points and assists for Jada Williams, 11 points and 12 assists. The Hawkeyes won the first quarter 23-11. Iowa State the second 16-12, the third 26-13, and then that terrific comeback, which included a 10-0 run. Iowa outpaced Iowa State the final 10 minutes 21-13, but just fall a little bit short tonight in Ames at 74-69. The Hawks 9-1. Iowa State now 11-0. Thanks so much for listening in tonight along the Hawkeye Radio Network. Our flagship stations, WHO Des Moines and WMT in Cedar Rapids, the University of Iowa Hawkeyes YouTube page, the Varsity app, Sirius XM Radio tonight. Always appreciate it tonight and throughout the season. A lot of terrific basketball on the way here the next several months. For Tiffany Reedy, I'm Rob Brooks. The final score once again from Ames, Iowa State 74, Iowa 69. The Hawkeyes and Lindenwood, Saturday from Carver Hawkeye Arena, 1:30 the pregame show, 2 o'clock the tip. Good night from Ames. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Hawkeye basketball has been brought to you by Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Honda, to see how Honda crushes the competition, see your local Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest. Explore Minnesota. Discover the star of the North. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Lennox and your local Lennox home comfort specialist. Made right here in Iowa since 1895. And by University of Iowa Healthcare. Changing medicine, changing lives. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the Hawkeye Sports Network.